From Hitchcock High School, home of the Fighting Bulldogs, Coug Sportsnet presents to you the opener for the Galveston County Monarchs as they take on the Texas Lonestars. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood. It's opening night. Pretty chilly, but still a nice crowd coming out and an exciting season about to get underway for the Monarchs.
All right, the Monarchs, as I'm viewing around here, they're in the black uniforms with the green trim and green numerals. The Lonestars getting ready to kick off. White pants and the orange. Over to you, Brandon.
Working on getting a roster for the Lonestars. They are based out of the Pearland area. Back deep for the Monarchs, number 5, Darian Batiste, and number 17, Terrell Harper.
Whole lot warmer than what it was here a few weeks back, Brandon, when we did that triple header out here at Hitchcock. I think the first game we did, the starting temperature was around 37. Considerably warmer tonight. Still a little chilly. A beautiful night for football.
Beautiful night for football, and we are outside in the stands, weather cooperating with us, so we are just moments away to kickoff. And it's a kick that's going to fall out of bounds. Actually, it's going to be short. It's one of the short men, and I'll say it's out of bounds around the 24-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. And it's going to be number 15, Brandon Robinson, leading out the offense.
Yeah, that's you mentioned Brandon Robinson, the normal starting quarterback for the Monarchs. He was not here. We mentioned about that triple header. He wasn't here, so the Monarchs were a little short on the skill positions. We'll see how Brandon starts off the game at quarterback here tonight.
He's got it. Bevy of skill position ball players out there. Derek Bernard, number 8, is one of the guys you're going to be looking at. You also have one of the big play guys, number 13, Dietrich Bunton, back on the team this year. So he's going to be back. You got one of the most explosive players in the area in semi-pro ball that's going to be on the Monarchs side of things this season.
Yeah, he makes it happen when he gets his hands on the ball.
So we are looking to see where they're going to spot the football. Officially, they will spot the football at the 24-yard line. So a 1st and 10 is going to be where the Monarchs will start.
Galveston County Monarchs.
Again, we will look and get names for this Lone Star team.
The DTFA, it was the Flyers defeating the Express by a score.
First game of the regular season, Brandon. I'm not sure if we mentioned that or not. It's January 31st.
January 31st. The Super Bowl is, of course, tomorrow, but after that, you can always come to Hitchcock Stadium and get your fill of football if you're in need of a football fix. Actually, it's going to be number 8, Derek Bernard, out at quarterback, getting the start. Lone Star showing blitz, and it's going to be Bernard back. Has pressure, steps up, turns a corner, gets to the 25, gets to the 30. So a good run by Derek Bernard. Evades the rush, and he will get 7, maybe 8 yards on that play.
Not sure if that was a design play. He did step back, looked at his receivers first, saw he had an opening up the middle, and took advantage of it.
Gain of 8, so make it actually 7 officially, so make it 2nd down and 3 for the Monarchs, who will come out in a 4-wide receiver set. Slots on either side up the field. Albert Sorrell in the backfield for him.
2nd down.
Again, Lone Star showing blitz. And it's going to be at handoff. It's going to be Sorrell. And Sorrell's got enough for a 1st down. And Albert Sorrell's first run up the season is a very productive one, as it's going to move the ball to the 36-yard, number 29. It's going to be Albert Sorrell at the 1st down, and they're going to see a little bit of no huddle here, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tempo offense starting off here.
Bernard back, steps up, looks, throws underneath. Ball is going to be caught. Quick gainer, probably about a yard, maybe 2. That catch is going to be made by Jamel Scranton, another one of the veterans here for the Monarchs.
Yeah, Scranton had a very good year last year.
Mr. Jamel Scranton.
Again, no huddle, short gain, actually officially no gain. So 2nd and 10 coming up at the 37-yard line. Again, showing blitz is going to be a handoff to Sorrell. Sorrell's going to bank past the 40 to around the 41, maybe a 42-yard line. Host the defenders there on that play.
He dished out the punishment whenever that linebacker came up. He met him head on and had to hold him up for 3 more of his buddies from the Lone Star just to bring him down.
52, the first guy on the scene. Number 75 also in there. It's going to be a 3rd down. You'll call it 3rd and 5. So Bernard back, steps up, goes long, got one-on-one coverage and incompletion. and they want some kind of interference, illegal contact or something, but incompletion.
Yeah, I think the referee was actually deciding what he wanted to do before he made any kind of decision. He thought about it, then he put his arms out. Incomplete, but the receiver for the Monarchs is trying to go down the field, Brandon. I agree, but he run into the defender and he stopped. Ball went over both their heads.
Pass intended for number 17, Terrell Harper, so that first drive is going to be stopped. The punter and also the kicker, as usual, is going to be Tim Schweitzer. And the Lone Stars have 2 men back deep. Number 28's back deep. He's back around the 25-yard line, and you've got number 2 also around the 20-yard line as well. So the thunderous leg of Tim Schweitzer's first punt of the year, and it's a nice punt. That's going to get a bit of a bounce. It's going to be picked up by 28, and he evaded one defender, but he's not going to get too far.
Boy, that was kind of dangerous.
Very dicey. Number 17 tackled, and that's going to be number 17, Harper. We'll be right back as we'll get the exchange of the football. Coug Sports Now will be right back. 1st and 10 for the Lone Stars, and they will spot the ball at the 20-yard line. They'll go with a 4-wide set. Number 11 is your quarterback, and he's going to drop back. The left is going to throw underneath the number 28, and 28's not going to get much. Huge hit delivered there by number 24, Terrence Blaine. And Blaine, one of the lead defenders on this squad, another one of the veterans here.
I guarantee you, that receiver's got to remember the next time he catches that ball, he's going to be looking around.
Yeah, he's going to keep number 24 on his radar. Huge hit there by Blaine after a short gain of 2.
Excellent statement by the defense on the Monarchs start this series.
2nd down and 8, ball spotted at the 22-yard line. Actually, 21 will officially gain up 1. Pistol formation. 28's your guy in motion, and it's going to be a counter play, and number 10's not going to get much of anything. And again, Blaine there on the stop.
Well, Blaine's starting off on the right foot tonight there, Brandon. He's got his nose. He smells that football.
He really looked good in the preseason game that we did. The defense really looked well for the most part. And it looks like they are picking up where they left off, and that is Coach William Sal's defense really stepping up here in their first 2 plays.
Yes, sir. We'll call out some of those front 4 here in just a bit.
Call it 3rd down and 6, and you got a 3-wide set. Actually, we're going empty backfield for number 11. 3rd down, 6 coming up. Quarterback gets the snap, drops back, has some pressure, evades one man, tries to turn the corner, steps up, has room, 1st down and a little more, and he's got a 1st down. So quarterback number 11, I think Desmond Morris, able to get the 1st down. They needed 6, and he delivered and got them 8. Evaded the rush, and that speed allowed him to turn the corner.
1st down right here.
Let's see if we maybe get that front 4 there for the Monarchs there, Brandon.
Go ahead.
Number 21.
Number 54, Maverick Atgate. Okay. Number 56.
No, 31, I'm sorry, on that front.
Adrian Journet. We'll get a couple of these guys in a few moments.
Sorry about that. I stepped on you there.
Not a problem. 1st and 10 for the Lone Stars at the 31-yard line. 4-wide receiver set as he will await the snap. He'll get it, drops back, has pressure, tries to avoid it this time, tries to turn the corner, loses a shoe, still going, and he gains around 5, maybe 6.
Not often you see a quarterback losing a shoe trying to evade the defender.
Blaine, 24, Reese Allen, there on the stop, but again, Morris able to avoid the pressure. That's something that the Monarchs are going to have to adjust.
Yeah, he's, you can tell he doesn't waste any time to make a decision to go upfield with the ball if he doesn't think the receiver's open.
Ball at the 38-yard line, so they gained 6 on that scramble. 2nd down and 4, 9:47 to go here in the 1st quarter. Opening drive for the Lone Stars.
Here it comes right
Number 31, do you have a 31?
The quarterback sits in the back.
Have to get his name in a bit.
3
3-wide set, bit of a pistol formation for the Lone Stars, and it's going to be a high snap, and the ball is loose, and it looks like maybe the back was able to recover it. He saw that the ball popped loose. Number 10 able to fall on that one. Again, Blaine out there.
Number 45 for the Monarchs coming in.
Number 45 also in there, James Dean coming in. Number 40, Brian Lewis on one of the defensive ends. Number 24, of course, we're hearing Blaine. Number 43 also out there, Brian Wells, Byron Wells.
Number 1 here on this near.
Number 1, Reese Allen, one of your corners. Again, it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 situation. 4 wide receiver set, trips to the near side. As Morris is back in after one play, high snap, and they'll try to get the ball to number 6. And that quarterback runs is going to be short on the first down. Looks like he's going to be close. Ball might have popped loose.
I think he's got it there, Brandon. That last little bit.
Able to get the first down, so they will move the chains. So the backup quarterback able to come in, moves the chains, and they're living and dying off the quarterback scramble thus far. First and 10 for the 40 at the 44.
Number 92 for the Monarchs checking in now on that front line.
Glenn Wise coming in.
And the Monarchs actually came into this game in the DTFA.
Number 5,
with the number
Darian Batiste.
In the DTFA. Let's see if that can hold up at the end of the
Number
night.
11 for the Monarchs, Rodney Billingsley also at one corner. 4 wide receiver set. Again for Morris. And
faking
they're showing blitz, and then actually we are going to get an offsides. Actually, delay of game.
He's the lead official in every.
Looks like it's going to be a delay of game, and it's going to cost them 5 yards. They'll push it back.
5-yard penalty. Repeat.
So first down and 15. And it looks like they're going to get some of the kinks out of the way for themselves as well.
Right there with the white hat on.
Number 10, Thomas Wesley is also one of your corners in there.
Little league and high school football game.
So first down and 15. They'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line. Clock started again. We are close to under the 8-minute mark.
Who can ask for anything more?
Yeah, nice crowd, and again, like you said, might get a start. The weather really cooperating here on this nice Saturday
I tell you, 2 weeks ago it was raining, and I mentioned the 37 degrees. This is like paradise compared to that weekend.
Exactly. Feels like the first weekend of the season. Morris scrambles, tries to avoid brush, and that ball is not caught.
He's caught
Number 3 with the reception, past the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to get a little bit more. He's going to be down at around the 48-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, the Monarchs got their hands full with this quarterback. He's very evasive, and he also keeps his eyes on his target while he's running around. So the Monarchs are going to have to play their A game tonight to be able to stop this quarterback from moving on down the field.
Probably might consider using a spy on Morris, as he has shown, the lefty has shown some serious ability here in this opening drive. It'll be a second down. It'll be a handoff, and it's going to be past midfield to around the 49-yard line. It's number 10 on the carry, Blaine. Who else there on the stop? Also number 54, Maverick Adgate.
Well, I tell you, I'm surprised. I'm very impressed with the Lone Stars so far this first series. They're mixing it up well, Brandon, and keeping the defense for the Monarchs guessing.
Another third down. They have converted their first 2 third downs here thus far, and it'll be a handoff to number 10. He'll cut back, has a first down, and a little bit more. Goes inside the 45, close to around the 40. It'll stop him at the 41-yard line. He's got enough for a first down. Tackle is made by number 28, Sean Citron.
Now they're going into a little bit of a hurry-up offense here, Brandon.
They start moving in offensive linemen. You know, fresh bodies. Number 98 coming in.
Each coach
as again Morris
they can use per half.
Is in shotgun set. Again, 4 wide receivers. 6:25 to go here in the first quarter, as the Lone Stars are threatening on their opening drive. Shotgun, Morris back, again has pressure, steps up, and this time he got rocked. Woo! It was only a matter of time before Terrence Blaine, number 24, delivered the huge hit.
Well, now
31 grabbed him.
Now 91 I think, yeah, 91 came in there, and I think they turned his helmet sideways.
So DS right there, and it's going to be a
huge shot and a timeout. So with 6:11 to go, first quarter, we're still scoreless. Coug Sports Network. So after timeout, it's a second down, and they will call it 13, actually 2nd down and 12.
We'll come back to you.
Pistol formation for the Lone Stars as they spot the ball at the 43-yard line up the Monarchs. Mars high snap, they'll hand it off to 10, and 10's got some room before he stumbled. Turf Monster grabbed him down. He got back to the original line of scrimmage.
All right, now the defense right now, they got a very good opportunity right now to stall this drive here.
Yeah, they've converted each of their 3rd downs, so a 3rd down and 11 coming up.
If not, the drive will
number personnel coming in, number 44 out. You know, it's going to be Charles Padilla, 54 in. That's going to be Maverick Atgate. Both teams are pretty deep tonight.
Right, yeah, they are.
So that's going to allow both coaches the opportunity to, you know, really rotate their rosters.
4th down and inches.
Again, a pistol formation, 3rd down and 11 coming up. 3 wides. You've got 2 on the near side. Slot man number 2 is on it near as well. Pressure coming. Morris tries to evade the pressure. Still going, scrambling, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught by number 6, and give credit
to the quarterback.
He's gonna.
I bet there was about 8 guys around him, Brandon.
He had a sea of green hands all over him, but he was able to throw the ball. And it's going to be a gain of about, say, maybe 3. They'll call it the gain of 4, so 4th down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory with the ball back at the 37-yard line.
Darren Batiste had good coverage on that play as quarterback just threw it, you know, into the spot that where only the receiver can get it. And Batiste, you know, staying on him and keeping him out a position to where he could make more after the catch. So a 4th down coming up, 4th down 7. And they're going to spread things out. Empty backfield as it's number 6 in at quarterback. Trips to the far side. 4-man front for the Monarchs. And they'll drop 3. Pressure coming. Blaine has him. Ball is going to be stepped up and incomplete. Now Monarchs do a heck of a job.
Yes, they did.
Number 20, good
turnover
play.
On downs.
That's Alvin Sorrell that was there on the play. He put the pressure on the quarterback. Also, number 5, Mark Music coming in there as well. So the Monarchs will force the ball over on downs, and they will get the ball back in good field position. They'll spot it at the 37 of Galveston County with 4:01 left in the first quarter.
Tell you what, that was a long, long drive. That defense needed to get off the field, speaking of the Monarchs. So let's hope that this offense now for the Monarchs can pick up some first downs and let that defense have a little bit of breather.
Oh, certainly. That's what you're looking for. As it looks like
the score is 0-0.
Number 8 again, Derek Bernard is at quarterback, and they're going to go under center this time. Offset I formation. Man in motion is going to be Robinson, and there's pressure by Bernard, but he can't evade the pressure. 75 on the sack. Looked like they were going to try to run some kind of trick play with Brandon Robinson, but the Lone Stars were able to sniff that out easily.
Yeah, they were.
Andre Wood was going to get credit for the sack. So a huge loss for the Monarchs. That's going to push the ball back to the 32. That's a loss of 5. So 2nd down and 15 coming up for the Monarchs with 3:19 to go here in the first quarter.
Monarchs need to get a little bit of consistency here, Brandon, I think, instead of going to the trick right off the bat here. Of course, we're not the coaches, but I'm just, if I was looking at this thing from that particular perspective.
4 wide set, trips to the near side for the Monarchs. Bernard back looking in that direction, has pressure, turns around, steps up, tries to double pump, still has the football, throws, and that ball is going to be intercepted by number 28. And he's got a little bit of room, cuts it back to the 30, to the 20, to the 15. He's going to score. Bernard tried to make something happen, but he threw in coverage. As number 28 is going to be Willie Delvich, as he is going to get the first points of the night. Interception is going to be from 39 yards out. And it's 6-0 for the Lone Stars. With 2:45 to go, just a case of where Bernard might have been better off if he had just tucked the ball or maybe threw it away.
Yeah, just throw it away, I think, because you're a right-handed quarterback and you're rolling to your left. It's real hard to square up, particularly if you got 2 defenders getting ready to barrel down on you. But, you know, it is what it is.
Delvish with the pick. able to go to distance, and the first points of the season go to the Lone Stars as they will look to attempt the extra point. Personnel changes, a host of personnel changes, and they are not going to kick. They will go for two, and a lot of confusion for the Monarchs, and they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. 2:44 to go in the first quarter. We will go ahead and take the timeout. It is the Monarchs trailing 6-0 to the Lone Stars. Cook Sports Net will be right back. So after the Monarchs call a timeout, they will get things realigned as the Lone Stars will attempt the extra point. They'll go shotgun. Number 6 is your quarterback. Number 10 is the running back. They'll go 3 wide. And it looks like it'll be a pass. Quick slant, wide open. How open was he?
Man.
Oh, my gosh. Number 2.
He was on an island by himself.
Exactly. Dwayne Scott with the 2-pointer. So with 2 minutes, 39 seconds left, it is the Monarchs trailing 8-0 to the Lone Stars. Cook Sports Net will be right back. So after the interception return for a score, the Lone Stars are going to kick the ball off. Back deep for the Monarchs, number 5, Darian Batista, and number 17, Terrell Harper. They kicked it short on the opening kickoff. We'll see if they will take a shot at going deep, and they will. That ball is going to float in the direction of Harper. He will field it around the 14, tries to turn the corner, trying to find a wall, cuts back, and he's not going to find much of anything else as he is swarmed at around the 17, maybe the 18-yard line.
Good coverage, special team coverage by the Lone Stars.
So right now it's the Lone Stars who not only have the edge on the scoreboard, it looks like they're the ones that are executing a little better than the Monarchs right now.
Yeah, they're actually, they've got the momentum, and they are outplaying the Monarchs offensively, and then also their defense has turned that turnover into 6 points. So Monarchs, I mentioned it a while ago, I think they might need to go back to some basics right now. Try to get them some running games, some little short passes, just get some kind of chemistry going.
Oh, best thing that for Bernard can do is just go ahead and shake that interception off and move forward. As they will spot the ball 1st and 10. They're going to spot it officially at the 19-yard line. And it's going to be Brandon Robinson actually at quarterback, with Bernard in the backfield with him. And it's going to be Robinson, tries to turn the corner. They'll toss it to Bernard. And Bernard turns the corner, got about a yard, maybe 2.
Pretty good defense right there.
Lone Stars were sitting on that play.
Responsible for getting them out of bounds. That's going to
as they were able to stretch that out effectively. He got a yard, maybe 2, if that. They're going to say officially no gain.
37-yard interception.
Actually, a loss of 1.
Willie Davis to take it into the end zone.
So a very good job by the Lone Stars to stretch that play out.
On the other side of the field, Borkins.
So 2nd down, 11 to go as we go inside the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. And again, it's going to be Robinson at quarterback. Again, Bernard in the backfield with him, along with number 2, Sean Wells. They'll try some counterplay, and actually will be Robinson cuts it back, gets past the 20 to around the 25, gets to around the 26. So Brandon Robinson with the carry. Looks like they're going to be pretty close to a 1st down.
Yeah, if anything, it's a very, very manageable 3rd down. No, Brandon, they're going to be about 3 yards shy, it looks like.
Good run there by Robinson on the read option.
All right, they need to get a 1st down here.
They definitely do. You definitely need to get some kind of momentum on the offensive side. Wells in the backfield with Robinson as we're inside 1:30 to go in the first quarter, and it's going to be Wells, and Wells has got a 1st down and a little bit more as he's going to be stopped to around the 37-yard line.
You got to love the effort there, Brandon. You see, we knew he was going down, but he still pushed both feet to get that additional yard.
Offensive line doing a good job. Number 78 there, allowing him to pop free. And a 1st down for the Monarchs.
In the limited amount of offensive plays that I've seen the Monarchs do so far in this first quarter, it seems that the running between the tackles, they've been very productive. I think they need to keep going with that until that, don't fix what ain't broke.
So 1st down and 10, 4 wide set for the Monarchs. Robinson in at quarterback. Wells in the backfield with him. Robinson will get the snap, calls his own number, has some room, gets past the 40 to around the 43-yard line. And like you said, Mike, running between the tackles is definitely working for them.
Yep. Yeah, go to point A to point B, shortest distance, straight. That's what they're doing right now in these previous two plays.
Robinson bolts to around the 43-yard line. So a nice gain of 6 on that one. Make it 2nd down and 4. Inside 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Monarchs trailing 8-0.
This is probably the last play of the first quarter. Here's B-Rob, and right now
and stoppage of play right now. Let's see what the issue is going to be.
On the field.
We'll go ahead and take the timeout with them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Could be the last play here of the first, as Brandon Robinson is by himself as they've got an empty set. Robinson back, pump fakes, steps, throws, has a man. Ball is going to be caught. First down, and it looks like Sean Wells. And Wells is going to move the chain. First down.
Very high percentage.
Midfield, and that's exactly what you're talking about, Mike. Yep. You just want the high percentage plays, and that's exactly what you got with the reception by Wells, and that will end the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books, and we are at 8-0 with the Lone Stars leading the Monarchs 8-0. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Starting the second quarter, take a quick look at that offensive line. It's moving the ball right now for the Monarchs. Number 44, Charles Padilla. Number 69, Cameron Pauls. Number 75, Mark Music. 76, Alex Vega. We got to get number 78's name in there.
Yeah, don't have him in there, but he's on that front line helping them blow those holes open for these previous 3 plays.
That was number 3, Philip Purvis, with that reception on the last play. So 1st and 10 for the Monarchs as they spot the ball at midfield. Wells in the backfield with Robinson, 4 wide set. They've got the bunch formation to the near side. They'll throw underneath. Ball is going to be caught, and he's still going, and he's going to lose yardage. Looking for Bernard, and he was not able to get much. Actually lost 2, maybe 3 on that play.
Yeah, he thought twice about trying to be able to circle around the other side. It was going to get worse, so the best thing to do is just take your loss and drop a knee and come back and go for something better on the next play.
Lone Stars penned that play immediately. Really gave him not much of an opportunity to head upfield. So a loss of 3 makes it 2nd down and 13. Ball spotted in Monarch territory, this time at the 47-yard line.
To the 39.5 for the first.
3-man front for the Monarchs, and it'll be Wells. Cuts back, goes midfield, spin, gets to around the 46-yard line, so he got past the original line of scrimmage, added a little more, see where they'll spot him at. Looks like they'll spot him at the 47-yard line.
Mighty Mouse right there.
Yeah, he was bottled up after only about a yard or 2, did that nice spin move, picked up an additional 2 to 3 yards. Yeah, keep running upfield, guys. Just keep grinding it away. You're going to find that daylight.
3rd down. They'll call it 6. They need to get to the 40-yard line for the first down.
Standing room only. Stadium tickets went on sale last
Robinson in at quarterback, and it's going to be Wells in the backfield with him, 4 wide set.
It was Willie Davis and a 37.
Bernard
to give them the lead.
Is at one of the slots. He's to the near side. Robinson back, steps up, pump fake. Has a huge hole, 40, 35, 30, close to the 30-yard line. And Brandon Robinson took matters in his own hands. Gain up 15 on the carry, and they'll move the chains.
Boy, he hit that hole in a hurry. He saw it develop, and he I tell you what, Brandon, he looked over here and thought about throwing. He said, oh, no. I think I can be a whole lot more effective going straight upfield.
They're going no huddle. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. Hand up's going to be Wells, and Wells trying to find some room, and he's going to be dragged down by number 52. Good play there as they were able to stretch that out and keep Wells from turning the corner.
Kind of slung him around like a little dish rag there.
They did. It's going to be a loss of yardage, about 2-yard loss on the play. So 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Monarchs. 12 minutes, 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter, as Coach Mike Jackson getting the play into Brandon Robinson.
For $4.99, a fish basket.
Monarchs break the huddle. Offense showing some signs of life here on this drive.
Oh, yeah.
And a flag down, and that's going to slow them down to the layup game. That's going to push them back. So instead of a 2nd and 12, you're now looking at a 2nd down and 17 coming up for the Monarchs. Have to be mindful of getting that play off before the play clock runs down.
Coming up.
And that's going to push them back to the 39-yard line.
12-14 left to go here.
So officially it's getting second down and 18.
The Lonestars, they lead it.
It's
Robinson.
4 down territory. Sorry,
definitely. Robinson back, has pressure, throws downfield, incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Bernard, self it just a bit ahead of him. Good coverage there as he tried to split that secondary.
I like the play call, but I think they might have shot. Well, just me thinking I would have tried to pick up about 5 or 6. But that's all right. We're going to keep on trying to get that offense rolling.
Third down now, still a long way to go. They've got to get the ball to the 22-yard line.
That's you play. Well, I'm going to test you.
Third down, 17 coming up.
I'm going to play some music you ain't never
As
heard.
Bernard will move over to a slot to the near side.
Here's B-Rob. Back.
Number 24, number 34. It's going to be Wells in motion. That's going to cost them yardage. Scranton jumped a little bit early.
Here's a guy in the white hat. Here we go.
And that's going to push the Monarchs even further. So you're looking now at third down and 22.
Third down.
So 11:36 to go here in the first half. Mistakes are starting to hurt the Monarchs. 2 penalties.
10 yards. They've pushed themselves back just here in the last 3 plays.
Try to see if they can get that readjusted. Third down and long.
Sean Mighty Mouse Williams.
Robinson will move Wells out, so he's empty as Wells goes in motion. Robinson back, has pressure, steps up, looking, slings the ball downfield, incomplete. Looking in the direction of number 17, Terrell Harper, but that just sailed out of bounds. Good pressure there by the Lone Stars. And penalties just really hurt that drive right there, Mike.
Yeah, it squashed it immediately. That delay of game put a little bit of a damper on it. They still had a manageable downs, but then once they
didn't get the false start,
false start, that you're talking 10 yards just in 3 plays.
Schweitzer is lined up at his own 44-yard line. Number 28, number 2 for the Lone Stars are back deep. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to go first half. It's still 8-0. Again, they need some personnel in. They only had 10 guys on the field. Again, just confusion on special teams. They've got to hope they can get this ball off, and they do.
Here's the punt.
Schweitzer, high wobbler, fielded, and a huge hit.
Yeah.
What a way to say
A huge hit to Terrell Harper with a smash on number 2.
Harper.
As that return had no shot. Wicked shot by Harper.
Completely legal.
Exactly. First and 10 as they spot the ball at the 11-yard line. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now, it would be a good thing if the defense for the Monarchs, Brandon, would be able to stop them here on 3 and out. The offense be able to get some good field position. They really can't afford to let them get a couple of first downs because then the momentum goes back to the Lone Star.
You got them pent deep. You certainly would love to get a 3 and out at this situation. And right now, the Lone Stars had just 10 in the huddle. Still get number 56. They only had 4 offensive linemen.
In the previous possession, the Monarchs were able to put some good pressure on the quarterback and did some blitzing. See what they do here on start off on this first down here with them back at the 11-yard line.
It's like number 6 is going to be your quarterback here as they're in a pistol set. High snap. He's going to roll out. Has pressure. Ball is losing. It looks like the Monarchs have it.
Galveston County's got it, somebody says.
They're saying incomplete.
It was a shuttle pass, forward pass.
Complete pass. Unbelievable.
Incomplete. Got a shuttle pass, saved him.
Now, is that the same quarterback that started the game?
No, it's number 6. Number 11 was your guy who started.
You know what? Now, he was in there on that last when they had a turnover on downs. I'm just wondering if right before that is when the quarterback took that shot from the defense of the Monarchs. I wonder if
Lane gave him a huge hit. We haven't seen him since. He's on the sidelines right now.
I'm just wondering if that hit took him out of the game.
We have not seen him since. Second down and 10.
Back to football.
Ball at the 11-yard line. 10:46 to go in the first quarter. Second quarter. Stephen Owens is your quarterback. Handoff, and it's going to be not much. Number 10 maybe got a yard.
The offense is an entirely different animal right now for the Lone Star since that quarterback, their starting quarterback, got knocked out, and I do believe it was from the defensive hit that the Monarchs laid on him.
Blaine blasted him in that first possession. Brian Lewis there on the stop on the previous play.
And they say it will not happen again tonight. 10:18 left to go.
Yeah, this quarterback that's currently in the game now for the Lone Star is not as agile and is not as shifty as the original starting quarterback for Lone Star.
Stephen Owens, former quarterback out at Alvin, and he got caught by surprise with that snap. Throw, his ball's going to be caught, but not much, as he had to go low to scoop it up, and that just caught Owens completely off guard.
It did. Well, we talked about getting a 3 and out. Well, it appears that unless they try something really silly and try to go for it on 4th down, but I think we got a punt situation coming up here.
That's exactly what you're going to get. As back deep for the Monarchs, number 5, the former Cougar, Darian Batiste. Number 45 is going to be handling the punt. Batiste is falling back to around his own 47-yard line.
Not much breeze tonight.
Not at all. Got a little bit of wind before kickoff, but it is really, just flat right now. 45 is your punter. He'll get it off, and he's going to get a wobbler that's going to be picked up by Batiste around the 47, goes to the 40, to the 35, where he got jackknifed by number 5. Flagged down as well. 5-on-5 violence on that one, guys.
Yeah.
Flag down. It looks like it's probably going to go against the Monarchs, so that play is probably going to get pushed back a bit.
Probably had a block in the back going downfield.
Yeah, most cases, anytime you see a flag on a return, it's not good for the offense, for the return team. So we will see what the indication is going to be. They'll push them back. They'll say he's blocking the back.
Blocking the back, yep.
Yep. And it's going to take them back. Take a look and see.
So the spot foul was right about at the 34.
Correct.
All right, so they're moving them back.
Push them back to the 44. So a 10-yard penalty. Still good field position for the Monarchs to start with 9:02 to go in the first half.
You know, that punter for the Lone Star, he got the benefit of a nice roll there, because I thought at first he shanked and it was going to go out of bounds up here.
He still got good, good return, good yardage on that one. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs as we're waiting for the music to come down. Still waiting for the music. There we go. 1st and 10. Robinson drops back, steps up, throws, has a man downfield, and they almost intercepted. Number 36 on the stop. He had Hamad Preston open, but that ball just hung up long enough for the defensive back to come in and make the play.
Yeah, I tell you, I am very impressed with this defense for Lone Star. So far, the only thing that the Monarchs have really done, anything as far as moving the ball, is running up, like I mentioned earlier, between the tackles and the short passes.
So we want to make sure you go to the consistency.
And that's exactly what they're going to have to work on, because they have not been successful throwing the ball more than 10 yards.
I promise you will not.
2nd down and 10, ball at the 44. Can't waste a good field position like this.
Right.
And it's going to be a handoff to Wells, and Wells cuts back past the 40. He has the 1st down. Sean Wells with a nice run. An offensive line clearing the lane for Wells. And Wells should have it. He does. 1st and 10. Sean Wells with the nice carry, gain of 10 on that play.
Yeah, he bobs and weaves and evades the tacklers. They need to be able to utilize his talent more.
Oh, certainly. He does a good job of just wiggling his way through. 1st and 10. Spot the ball at the 34-yard line. 7:57 to go here in the first half.
Wells in the backfield along with D-Rock.
Wells still in the backfield. Robinson. It's a 3-wide set, and Robinson's going to call his own number, tries to turn the corner, still with pressure, and he's going to get thrown down. And that Lone Star defense swarming 4 guys into the vicinity, but 45 and 52 there on the play.
Making the Monarchs offense earn their keep, that's for sure.
That they are. It looks like we are going to get a timeout, and we're going to get it from the Monarchs. 7:31 to go first half. It's still 8-0 Lone Stars over the Monarchs. Cougs for 2nd timeout up the first half used by the Monarchs. And it's going to be a second down, and they'll call it 12 at the 37-yard line after the loss of play, officially a loss of 3. So second and 13 facing the Monarchs. And it's going to be Bernard back. Steps up, whips it out, goes downfield. Has Harper, does he have it? Oh, he dropped it!
17.
Oh, and he is normally so sure-handed.
In his hands and just couldn't come down with
One of the big play threats for the Monarchs, and that is a rarity that you're going to see Terrell Harper drop a play like that.
But come on, Monarchs fans, let's give number 17 a round of applause.
Boy, and he had separation, and the ball was right on the money, Brandon.
Bernard whipped that football, and it was a case of where all he had to do was reel it in. So third down coming up. Robinson will come in to replace Harper, and you've got now Bernard lined up at wide receiver.
Keep your head up, Mr. Harper.
4 wide set. They've got trips to the far side. Robinson back downfield, incomplete. Was looking for Scranton. Led him a little bit too much.
With his wide receiver, number 84.
So fourth down coming up. So it'll be interesting to see as to whether or not you'll bring Schweitzer out here to try to use the field position battle, or whether or not you try to take a stab at it at a 4th and 13.
Yeah, this is an interesting call here. It looks like Mike Jackson's already made his mind up.
Yep.
He says, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. No, Schweitzer.
Schweitzer's
Schweitzer
going to come
coming
in. The defense has played well. Y'all remember the game's only score came on an interception.
Exactly.
So the Monarchs defense will get an opportunity if Schweitzer can pin the ball deep.
Yeah, and you know, with that quarterback for the Lone Stars being out, that defense had the 3 and out. So I agree with this call here. Let's, just like you mentioned, Brandon, let's do the field position game right now.
Flag down, there'll be a delay of gain. It's, line up, gives Schweitzer a little more breathing room for the punt.
5:55 left to go. Delay of game.
So with 5 minutes, 55 seconds left, it's more of a strategic delay of game.
Yep, exactly. I have a feeling they'll probably try to angle it to the sidelines.
So nice pass right there by Derek.
We'll go ahead and try to hammer that down in the corner.
You
got one of the Lone Star receivers or return men is over on the far side and one in the very middle of the field.
Number 2 and 28 back deep. They're lined up around the 10-yard line.
Here is Tim, and he puts up
is going to make a nice beauty. And that ball is going to die out at the 9-yard line.
Good job, Tim Schweitzer.
Schweitzer doing his job. One of the better punters that you are going to, one of the better kickers that you're going to see in this semi-pro scene in the Houston area. So a 1st and 10 now for the Lone Stars with 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first half. We'll take a look and see who is still at quarterback. Now, it looks like it is going to be Owens back in at quarterback. It is number 6, Stephen Owens. But they've got number 11 lined up. He's back on the field lined up as a wide receiver. So 1st and 10, we'll call it at the 20, at the 10-yard line. Owens awaiting the snap, a high snap, drops back, has pressure, throws underneath. He had heat, he just had to throw that football
I'm not sure if that's intentional, I guess
that's
not.
That's awful close, that was awful close to intentional, granted, because, that was pretty close to an offensive lineman.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't a receiver.
Nonetheless, it's an incompletion. So second down and 10 coming up with 5:14 to go here in the first half.
This is a defensive game, man. We had that little pick earlier from the Monarchs.
Like I said, their defense has definitely played well. Definitely playing well thus far.
Yeah, I don't think that the Lone Stars picked up a first down in the last 2 series.
They have not. Owens in shot, going to get a high snap. Drops back, has pressure, goes downfield. Ball is going to be caught and complete.
Knocked away.
Number 11. And Owens just, he had number 11 open. The problem was that Owens just did not have enough the arm string to really take advantage of the separation that the receiver had.
Exactly.
Number 5 right there with a pretty good defense.
Boy, and he did thread the needle because it was in between double coverage.
Batiste was the nearest defender on the play.
Good play right there. He saved that.
He was the guy who was able to help knock that football down. So 3rd down and 10 coming up. Again, Owens trying to direct traffic.
Has not given up a
and it looks like we've got an empty backfield set.
SOJ.
First third down and 10.
In the spread.
Man in motion. It's going to be number 5, so he's got 4 wide receivers now at the back. Alongside with him. High snap again. Owens back. Has pressure. Needs to throw that football out of the way. Had pressure. He had to throw that out of the way before he faced the safety.
Yeah, he was just a split second away of getting taken down in that end zone.
Brian Lewis was there providing the heat.
Given up by the Monarchs defense.
So a fourth down coming up.
Once again, a 3 and out there, Brandon.
Yeah, defense is really stiffened up here. Especially, again, like you said, when number 11 was in at quarterback and when Blaine blasted him on that opening series, their offense kind of lost something after that.
It did. Well, he was so evasive, he was able to pull the ball down and just pick up yardage, just chunks at a time. And they've lost that
they've lost that edge.
Feature. That's right.
Monarchs performing.
Who we got back here?
That is going to be Batiste.
Here's
that's a safety.
Whoa.
And the Monarchs are going to get points, and they're going to get the football back as that high snap shot past the punter and goes out of the end zone. We have been talking about the high snaps that Owens had been dealing with. It was just really a case of sooner or later that was going to come back to bite them.
That's right.
So at 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the first half, we'll take a quick timeout. It's now 8-2, Monarchs trailing the Lonestars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the safety, the Monarchs are going to get the ball back with 3:55 to go. As number 45 is going to set to kickoff rather than punt as he'll spot it at the 20. Back deep, it's going to be Harper, 17 and 5 Batiste. They're lined up around their own 30-yard line.
Need a good return here.
And a nice kick that's going to be fielded by Bunton, and Bunton is going to try to cut it back to the 40, 45 midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, room going 20, to the 15, to the 10, down to around the 8. And Mr. Electricity, that's actually Rodney Billingsley. Rodney Billingsley, number 11, with a huge kickoff return, and the Monarchs are going to have great field position with an opportunity to tie this contest and perhaps take the lead with 3:31 to go.
Boy, and the special teams for the Monarchs created a beautiful wall on this near side. He followed every bit of it.
Huge return, and they will spot him down at the 10. That's officially a 59-yard kickoff return by Rodney Billingsley. And the offense with an opportunity to put the ball in the end zone here. So the momentum suddenly in favor of Galveston County.
And Galveston County Monarchs defense is what has changed the momentum in this ball game. And it all started with that hit on the starting quarterback for the Lone Stars.
First and 10 is Bernard now in at quarterback. You've got Brandon Robinson lined up in a slot. And another stoppage of play. And we will see it's going to be a timeout for the Lone Stars. We'll take it with them. 3:27 to go first half. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout by the Lone Stars, we've got a first and 10 for Galveston County. The ball is spotted at the 10-yard line. That's courtesy of Rodney Billingsley with a 59-yard kickoff return following the safety. Derek Bernard is in at quarterback and shotgun set. He's got Wells in the backfield with him.
Here's Mr.
Robinson rolling out, far side, tries to roll out, looking for someone, has a little bit of a wall, tries to turn the corner, to inside the 10, inside the 5, no, denied. He got stopped at the 1-yard line, 52, with a huge play that keeps the Monarchs out of the end zone for at least one play.
He picks up, about 7 on about a 30-yard run.
He did. Oh, he started out looking for the far side, found nothing, then just figured, hey, I'll just try to do the latest far side.
Second and goal.
So second and goal coming up for the Monarchs at the 1. 3:15 to go first half. See if we go just with a straight quarterback draw or whether or not you use Wells. Bunched up, and it's going to be a handoff to Wells. He tries the corner, and he did not get it. They stretched it out, 36 and 20 there on the stop. So again, a third down coming up for the Monarchs with 2:48 to go.
Run it up between the tackles, guys.
And he actually lost a yard, so make it 3rd down and goal at the 2. 2:36 remaining in the first half.
A little bit different defense, though, when you're down on the goal line like this, I have to admit.
No room to really stretch out and throw the ball. Bernard waiting for the snap, gets it, drops back, rolls out, throws. Does he have a man in the end zone? Yes, he does. Touchdown!
Monarchs.
Number 3.
That is number 3. That is Philip Purvis.
All right.
With the reception. And the Monarchs have tied this up.
Purvis right there.
PJ Purvis, the former Coug, there with the reception, and Schweitzer is an extra point away from giving the Monarchs the lead here with 2:18 to go in the first half.
All right.
Tim Schweitzer.
What a swing in momentum ever since that hit the Monarchs defense put on the starting quarterback. They've they have not allowed the Lone Star team to get a first down.
And as usual, Tim Schweitzer drills it right down Broadway. So at 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go, first half, it is the Monarchs now leading 9-8 over the Lone Stars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. The touchdown reception by Philip Purvis via the arm of Derek Bernard has now given the Monarchs a 9-8 lead as Schweitzer, but the kick down to around the 9-yard line is going to be number 5, trying to turn the corner to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield still going, and they respond with a nice kickoff return of their own.
Very good blocking on that far side as he followed right behind it.
They called him lightning.
He exploded out there. And just like that, the Lone Stars, who have spent most of the first half pinned deep in their own territory, have got good field position at the 45-yard line of the Monarchs. 46-yard kickoff return there.
Plenty of time with 2:07 on the clock.
2:07 to go, first half, and they still have 2 timeouts to work with. So again, it's still Stephen Owens in at quarterback. And he has number 10 on the backfield with them. We don't have a full roster for them, but we will get that at halftime. We'll start identifying the Lone Stars in the second half. First and 10, Owens in shotgun. Awaits the snap, and it's a high one, and it's going to hand up to number 10, and he gets a minimal gain to around the 43-yard line.
You know, that high snap, Brandon, you mentioned that quite often here the last 2 or 3 possessions the offense has had for the Lone Stars, and that throws off your timing on the handoff, and then it also causes 2 points on the safety as well.
2-minute warning here in Hitchcock, and it's 9-8 Monarchs over the Lone Stars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So, second down and 8 coming up for the Lone Stars. And Stephen Owens has got a 5-wide receiver set. Man in motion is number 10. And it'll go 4 wide. 4-man front, a high snap again. Owens facing pressure, and he loses the football, and it looks like the Monarchs might have got it. Number 31 gets the sack. That's Devon Mason. Devon Mason with the sack, forced the fumble, and with the recovery, number 40, Brian Lewis. Again, the issue with the snap, Owens, that little half second that Owens needs to catch that football off the snap, that ended up costing him.
And that defensive line right now, Brandon, they're taking no prisoners.
Devon Mason is really playing a lights-out performance thus far. You know what you're getting week in, week out out of Brian Lewis, who gets the fumble recovery, and suddenly the momentum can really swing in the direction of the Monarchs. They've got the football at the 45-yard line of the Lone Stars with 1:29 to go. They still have 1 timeout left, and with Bernard in at quarterback, we've seen his arm thus far tonight. Opportunity to really put some hurt on the Lone Stars.
Yeah, you still got time, though. 1:29, you don't have to do all passes. So we'll see what their game plan is going to be here on this series.
Wells in the backfield. High snap. Bernard flag is down.
Stoppage of the play.
And it looks like it might be the false start. And that's not what you need if you're the Lone Star. If you're the Monarchs, you cannot continue to hurt yourself with penalties.
Exactly. Let's hope that's all they're going to do on this drive here, and they need to put that in their pocket and go forward.
Golden opportunity to put points on the board. They'll put you back to the 49-yard line. First down at 15. 1:27 to go here in the first half.
The only thing about that is, though, that limits the possibility of possibly using the run in this series now.
Clock running now. We're inside 1:20. Wells lined up in the backfield. Shotgun set for Bernard.
Here's Mr. Derek Bernard.
And Bernard underneath. The ball is going to be caught looking in the direction of number 15, Brandon Robinson. Just in and out of his hands.
Interesting.
So a second down at 15 coming up with 1:09 remaining.
The yard marker set.
Still enough time to where you don't have to go, like you said, you don't have to go for it all. You can probably try to get yourself in a more favorable third down position.
Exactly.
With something underneath. Harper and Scranton are the wide receivers lined up outside. Robinson and Purvis are your slots. Bernard back, has pressure. That's going to go down because of a hold. And Bernard flings that football. Incomplete. Harper dropped it again. It wasn't going to count anyway.
You got holding going there?
It was a hold. It was a blatant hold right in front of the referee. So that's going to cost 10 yards.
All right, that's going to be 15 yards of penalties on this drive.
And Harper, even with the cat, even if it, with the play, a good throw by Bernard.
He wung it down there about 50-plus yards.
Harper unable to reel that one in.
On the offense, so that wouldn't have
counted anyway. Second down and 25 coming up with 59 seconds to go. A screen pass will be a good play to work.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't used that at all yet so far tonight.
Well, still in the backfield. Looked like for a moment Alan Sorrell was going to come in and fill in for him.
And you might even try your chances on a draw, quick draw, but they're not really set up offensively for that draw.
Four-man front for the Lone Stars. 5 wide as they've got the trip set to the near side. Now it's going to be Wells moving in motion. Got to hurry up and get that play off. And Bernard does, drops back, tries to go with the design run, and he'll get to around the 44-yard line. That really did not fool much of anyone on the Lone Stars. Number 5 with the stop. 27 seconds left. Third down coming up, and they are going to call a timeout. Actually, it's going to be the Lone Stars calling a timeout with 26 seconds to go in the first half, and we'll take it with them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Third down coming up. And it's going to be third down
seconds away from the halftime
at around 24.
Monarchs.
5 wide set. Bernard back, drops, very nearly ran into a sack. He's running deep, trying to evade pressure, still going, looking, got a block, a huge block. Bernard still running. Bernard still going to the 40, and that will be one of the more entertaining 1-yard losses you will ever see, as number 52 will stop him at the end of the first half.
And I think that was the whole intent. That was interesting. At least we had a highlight of a heck of a block down there.
It was a huge hit.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Very entertaining first half. Defense dominated on both sides, but after 30 minutes of play, it's the Monarchs leading by a count of 9-8 over the Lone Stars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Enjoy that.
Cause I don't want no mediocre. No, don't want no mediocre. I don't want no mediocre. No, bad mama cedars ain't no mediocre. Don't want no mediocre. I won't get no mediocre. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
We're getting ready for the second half. Hold up! All the Monarchs, them boys!
We the boys. We the boys. We making noise.
Brandon Williams, Mike Lockwood back here at Hitchcock High School Stadium. Home of the Fighting Bulldogs, but tonight it belongs to the Galveston County Monarchs, who lead the Lonestars up Texas by a count of 9-8. And Tim Schweitzer with the kickoff to start the second half. High kick that's going to take a bit of a bounce. A little bit of confusion. The ball is fumbled.
Mr. Davis.
And it's going to be number 28, Willie Davis. And Davis made something out of nothing on that one.
Sit back and relax.
I think he thought at first, I'm down, I'm going to just stay down. And then he realized, hey, I can get up and go ahead and run with this
I'm
thing.
playing with professional rules.
Yep.
And it was Davis, actually, who scored the touchdown for the Lonestars on the interception return early in the first quarter.
All right, there was a big turning point. Talking to the defense down there a little bit, that big hit they put on the starting quarterback for the Lonestars. The defense for the Galveston County Monarchs right now, Brandon, they, with the exception of the first couple series of the first quarter, they've really played clamp down.
And number 11, Desmond Mars, is back into the game at quarterback. We saw him at quarterback to begin the game. Took a huge hit from Terrence Blaine. Missed a bit, but played most of the second quarter at wide receiver. And Batiste in as the 11th man. He came in with 10. Four-man front, four. About four to left. Get it out, and Mars is going to throw incomplete. Four-man front for the Monarchs worked well as they were able to put some pressure on Mars. Pass was intended. Looked like number 2, and that's going to be Dwayne Scott. And number 100, yes, that's 100.
Don't ever see that.
That's going to be Vincent Purvis playing with his brother.
All right.
And Texas City fans will remember Vincent Purvis, one of the better running backs that we've seen in the county over the years.
That's for sure. Well, the quarterback, starting quarterback is back for the Lone Star, already showing one of his characteristics, being able to run around and evade that rush.
And Mars has a 4 wide receiver set. Number 10, Tony White. In the backfield with them, number 88. That's going to be Christopher Easley. He's going to go in motion. Now they'll bunch those receivers to the far side, and Mars is going to try with a quarterback draw. Bounces off of one tackle. Got maybe a yard or two. Stop made by Adgate, number 54. So third down and 7 coming up.
I think the Monarchs said the previous 3 possessions held the Lone Stars to 3 and out. Let's see if they can make it 4 in a row here.
It was a 37-yard interception.
Let's see what they can do. Scoreboard issues. We don't have the clock up as of yet.
Galveston County Monarchs.
And it looks like movement on the line, and it was, and that's going to push them back 5 yards. So a false start is going to hurt the Lone Stars.
On the offense.
So make it third down and 12 coming up.
See if we can get some of that backfield. You mentioned Purvis, number 100.
Number 100, yes.
See, on the far sideline over there. I've got
Allen, number 1.
I got number 5.
Number 5, Darian Batiste.
Number 21.
Number 21. Don't see that. Number 21.
Number 24.
24, that's going to be Terrence Blaine, of course.
Number 5.
Number 5, Darian Batiste.
All right.
And we'll get the rest of these guys over the course of the remainder of this game. Third down and long coming up for the Lone Stars.
Desmond Mars.
Mars in his shotgun set.
The Monarchs.
Pistol formation. Mars gets the snap, drops, has pressure, avoids one man, scrambles, looking, steps up, and he's going to just run out of bounds. And the pressure by the Monarchs doing the job again at gate finally forces him out of bounds. And the thing is, Mike, is that the Monarchs are taking that corner away from Mars.
Yes.
Something that they weren't able to do on that opening drive.
Yeah, he was that. You're exactly right. Those first, like 3 first downs in a row, he was able to evade the rush and be able to pick up good positive yardage. They forced him out on the sidelines on that particular one.
So back to punt is number 45. That's going to be Ryan Clem. He's got a little bit of room for it compared to the last punt.
He's the reason for the first
And it's going to be
score.
Billingsley back deep for the Monarchs, lined up around his own 39-yard line. It was Beasley with that 59-yard kickoff return that set up the touchdown. And this punt is going to be a wobbler that's going to get lost in the lights. It'll take a bit of a Monarchs bounce, and it's going to die around the 46-yard line. So a good field position for the Monarchs after that punt by Clem really did not get much for them.
Nope. I think it came off the side of his foot, but it went straight up in the air and didn't get much distance at all.
So 1st and 10. We'll take a look at that offensive line to start the second half. Number 77 for the Monarchs. Quandero King is in there. Also number 78. Try to get him on the roster. Don't have a name for him.
76.
76, Alex Vega. Number 69, Cameron Pauls.
They called me.
We got number 7 here on this near sideline. Coming
Number
out here
7, that's going to be Hamad Preston. First time we've seen him tonight.
I'll come back to you later.
And it's going to be Bernard at quarterback to start the second half. And it's going to be a hand up to Sorrell, and he loses the football, and it's going to be, looks like recovered.
Monarchs recover.
Bad exchange.
Yeah, very bad exchange. He was able to recover the ball.
Number 29 trying to take that handoff.
Number 59, that's 29, Albert Sorrell. Number 52,
so that's going to make it
Demetrius Pincham. Number 52
second down, still
with the stop. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a loss of 2, pushes it back to the 48-yard line. Second down and 12.
It's like number 5 far side over there, Brandon.
That's going to be, number 5 is going to be Darian Batiste. Bernard in shotgun 4 wide set, drops back, throws underneath. Ball was looking in the direction of Preston. Not able to reel that one in. Coverage there by number 20, Stephen Barnes.
So right now, the TFA have another update.
The Monarchs with good field position, not able to cash in on it.
The Spartans just scored in the third quarter, leading the Marauders by a score of 6.
So you can hear the score, by our public address announcer here, giving some scores around the league, opening weekend, and this is the featured game of the week. Third down coming up. Sean Wells lining up in a slot, so it's an empty backfield for Bernard. 3rd and 10, drops back, has pressure, tries to evade one man, and he's going to be sacked. Number 13, Quincy Lynch. There with the sack and a man down for the Monarchs. And it looks like it's going to take a while to get him up. We'll go ahead and take the timeout. Coop Sports Net will be right back. So the sack is going to throw the Monarchs in their own territory at the 49-yard line. So Schweitzer's done a very good job of pinning the Lone Stars deep most of the evening. Is lined up at the 40, back deep for the Lone Stars. Number 28, Willie Davis, and this punt is high in the direction of Davis, and it's going to take a nice bounce that Davis picks up at around the 12, goes to the 15, to the 20, down to around the 23, maybe the 27-yard line. So a 14-yard return by Davis, and it's going to give them decent field position at the 27-yard line. Again, scoreboard issue, so I'm really not sure as to the time here in the third quarter. Hopefully that's an issue that can be resolved before games end. But again, you've got this Monarchs defense. They're out there. They're forcing 3 and outs, but at the same time, you're hoping that maybe the offense can pick it up.
Exactly, Brandon. I was hoping that I'd mentioned when we were on break that they're not using the run, which has been successful when they've tried it. They've been going back to that pass again. But, you know, the overall game plan, that's up to Mike Jackson. We're just going to see how this transpires in the second half.
First and 10, number 11, Desmond Marze, that quarterback. 4 wide receiver set. He'll go to pistol, and it's going to be easily in motion going to the far side. Flag down. Mars tries to go to running back, and Wilson's got a hold to the 40. Will it hold up is the question. It's Tony White with a nice run.
Not sure if he might have had offsides because they sure were in the backfield in a hurry, but we'll see what the ref calls.
Tony White, former Pearland Dawson running back. We'll see what the call is going to be. Looks like it is going to go against the false start. It's going to go against the Lone Stars.
Well, I tell you what, I'll take my words back, but that defense for the Monarchs, they are shooting off that line like a pack of hungry wolves getting against for that running back.
Maverick Adgate, number 54, number 31, Davon Mason. Number 91, don't have a name on his guy, but it's a big one. He's a big kid. Number 40, Brian Lewis. Have really shined out there. Number 56, Adrian Journet is in at the far right defensive end right now. Flag down. And we'll see, is it going to be a delay of game? Or did they call a timeout in time? Nope.
Could it be illegal participation? Illegal participation.
Too many men on the field.
Broke out with 12 on the huddle.
5-yard penalty.
So that's going to push them back even further.
It's like they're going to call a timeout now.
They will. We'll go ahead and take it with them.
Oh, they waved it off.
They'll wave the penalty off, but still looks like they're going to go ahead and take the timeout. We'll take it with them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout, it's the first by the Lone Stars, who trailed 9-8. They have a first down and 20 situation to deal with. Mars in shotgun easily again goes in motion. He's going to the far side. High snap, and that's going to get Mars, who somehow gets away, scrambles, he'll finally get out of bounds. Again, he's evading a couple of defenders, but he's not doing anything. He's not able to turn that corner and cause damage.
Yeah, the defense coordinator, which is Coach William Sowell, made some adjustments there right after that first quarter, and he has not been able to pick up yardage like you mentioned, Brandon, but that high snap throws off the timing for either a quarterback or a running back.
So second down. Gained about a yard. So second down and 19 coming up. They've got to get the ball to the 37-yard line.
The #1 defense in the DTFA.
Officially second down and 16.
Trying to hold serve right here.
Again, a 4 wide receiver set. Again, easily in motion. He's going to go swing out, and they'll hand it off to number 5, and that's going to be Roderick Jenkins. And then Jenkins will get to around the 25-yard line.
That's lightning right there.
So he will be about a yard short of the original line, actually 2 yards short. So it's going to be a third down and 12 coming up. So we'll see if the Monarchs can again force another turnover. Or perhaps go ahead and force them to punt.
Yeah, they've had the last 4 series, they've forced a 3 and out. That defense for the Galveston County Monarchs has really stepped it up, taking over right about in that middle of that second quarter.
Third down now. 4 wide set. They're going to go trips to the near side. And it'll be Mars back facing pressure, trying to avoid Mason. Steps up, tries to cut back, has room, 30, 35. He's going to be awful close to a first down.
He's actually got it, Brandon.
But it appears he may.
As he is pushed out of bounds. And he's going to come off the sidelines limping.
He will shake it off.
And it looks like he's going to need some help getting off the field. He did his job. He got the first down on a third down and 16. He'll finally walk off under his own power.
Well, but I thought they had him wrapped up, but we mentioned that in the first quarter. Very evasive.
Mason looked like he had a beat on him for a second, but once he got past Mason, he certainly had open field, was able to evade a couple of more Monarchs. And he got the first down. They needed 16, and that's exactly what he gave them. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line as Owens back in at quarterback. Owens awaits the snap. Handoff. Actually, it's going to be Owens, and Owens is going to carry the ball. Gets the ball to around the 43, maybe the 44-yard line, stopped by Glenn Wise, number 92.
Yeah, he's beating his chest like, yeah, baby, that's me.
So a gain of about 3 on that play.
Yeah, that read option there on that quarterback to running back, I think he wanted the ball. The quarterback said, nope, I'm hanging on to it.
You know, caught him off guard on that one.
They need to get exactly to the 49-yard line for the first
Number 5, that is going to be Roderick Jenkins. Owens in at quarterback. They'll go with the pistol formation. Handoff is going to be to Jenkins. Tries to bounce back. Tries to find room. And it's going to be dragged down Alvin Sorrell. And they're going to say a face mask. Flag came flying down at the end of the play. Sorrell might have got some face mask on that one. If that's the case, that is going to move that. And it's going to make that a automatic first down.
Yeah, he definitely was spun around in a hurry. I wasn't sure if he'd grabbed the top of the shoulder pads, but evidently it was the face mask.
Yeah, it was face mask, so that is going to move the chains for the Lone Stars. And the Lone Stars finally showing a bit of life offensively, although this penalty kind of a gift on that play.
That's 2 first downs in a row now, Brandon.
So 1st and 10, so now they're at the 41-yard line of the Monarchs, facing a 1st and 10. 4 wide receivers set again, their base formation.
Trailing by 1.
Owens awaiting the snap. He'll get it, drops back, steps up, throws, and he is looking for someone.
He's looking for number 42 on the sideline for the Monarchs.
Looking for Charles Patio. Don't think that he was the intended receiver.
No, but I don't think so.
Patio out tonight. Suffered a pretty rough injury in that preseason game.
Had a couple of teeth knocked out.
The man on the Lonestars.
Talked to him before the game, in good spirits. He will be back at some point in the season.
Yeah, not going to hold him down.
And that's going to give the Monarchs even more firepower on the defensive side of the ball.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10 coming up. Trips formation is going to be to the near side, and a flag is down, and Owens calls his number, and Owens is going to get to around the 38-yard line.
Flag down,
and that's probably going to go back against the Lone Stars. And that flag came flying out immediately.
So the number 1 defense in the
so we will see what the call is going to be.
The number 4 offense in the DTFA.
So we'll see. It looks like it is definitely going to go against the Lone Stars. Looks like it's a false, probably illegal procedure.
Yep, there we go.
So that's their 2nd illegal procedure call on this drive. That's going to take them back 5 yards.
2nd down.
So 2nd down, they'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 15 coming up.
Still no clock, so we're not sure what type of time we've got here in this 3rd quarter.
Again, hoping that you can get that issue taken care of by the 4th quarter. And give you an accurate read.
Desmond Mars back in at quarterback.
Now it's Mars back in at quarterback. So they'll get their big left-hander in
the backfield.
So 2nd and 15 coming up. Again, the pistol set. Mars waits the snap, gets it, drops back, has pressure, evades one man, steps up, throws, and the ball is going to be caught. Completion made by number 6. No, incompletion.
Incomplete, yes, sir.
Looking for number 6, Dwayne Armstrong. So an incompletion.
So it's going to be now 2nd down, 9
so
yards.
So 3rd down. They're going to say, yep, they're saying incompletion, so it's going to be 3rd down and 15.
Left here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the Monarchs are getting good pressure on him, but it's just
that's really the case. They've had good pressure all night long, but it's just really been the ability to just roll out and evade defenders and either rush, either run the ball, or get the ball out of there. Yeah, PA fans, your PA here is teasing Cowboys fans about the catch or no catch.
Uh-oh.
That's still a sore subject in Cowboy country.
Particularly with me. I couldn't sleep that night.
Another high snap. And that ball is on the ground, and the ball is going to be recovered by Mars. But again, the Monarchs defense really delivering. Number 44 there for the Monarchs, Charles Padilla. He'll get credit with the stop, and it's going to take some help to get Mars off the field. And he has been pounded all night long.
You know, and that exchange from the center to the quarterback, those high snaps, has it's caused the safety. It has disrupted timing for the quarterback and also the running back. So that has put a big damper on this offense for the Lone Stars.
So Lone Stars will punt. It's going to be number 45. Ryan Clem back deep is 11. Billingsley for the Monarchs. He's lined up at around the 19-yard line.
He had a heck of a return a while ago, didn't he?
59-yard kickoff return following the safety on a low snap. And Clem can't get the ball off, and he's going to be slammed down. Number 40, Brian Lewis with the stop. And the Monarchs are going to have great field position again at the 34-yard line. Again, problems with the snap hurting the Lone Stars as Clem never had a shot with that low snap.
Exactly. Now, what are the referees calling here? They're running back this direction here. What's he calling here?
Don't know what they're calling. Oh, did the Monarchs jump?
No. It looks like they were legal participation, had too many men on the field.
Oh, my gosh. That's huge bullet dodged. So rather than 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Lone Stars, Clem is going to get a second chance to punt the ball off to Billingsley.
Yep.
Push the ball now to the 46-yard line. Still 4th and 15 coming up.
All over again because of a flag.
And Clem is going to get it off this time, and he'll get a nice punt. That takes a bit of a bounce. Billingsley will just let it go, and did it roll in the end zone.
Touchback. When we come back,
touchback. Oh, good effort. Billingsley just let that football go.
They say it's a game of inches, and there was inches into the end zone to bring it out to the 20.
Willie Davis tried to keep the ball out the end zone, unable to do so. So the Monarchs are going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line as this third quarter will be winding down shortly. 9-8 is your score. Difference in the game. A sequence in the second quarter where the Monarchs were able to get a safety. Billingsley with a 59-yard kickoff return that put the ball at the 10-yard line. And that set up the touchdown catch from 3 yards. Philip Purvis via the arm of Derek Bernard, and this is where we are right now.
Boy, and what a change on this last penalty, though, against the Monarchs. They would have had a golden opportunity with the ball at the 30, but here they are with the 20. They need to put together some first downs, Brandon.
They do. Wells in the backfield, Derek Bernard in at quarterback. He's been rotating off and on with Brandon Robinson for a good part of the evening, but Bernard has gotten the majority of the snaps. Back in their shotgun set, 4 wides. With Wells in the backfield, and it's going to be Wells with the carry, and Wells has got a little bit of room, first down and a little bit of more. Still going to the 35, and it's going to take a couple of defenders to bring Sean Wells down, and it seems like somebody listened to you, Mike. 1st and 10.
Well, every time I say it and they do it, they're successful. But, like I say, I don't know the entire game plan for the Monarchs.
Now here it comes up.
That's exactly what Mike Jackson does down there, but I would sure be going with something that works.
Biggest play of the night for the Monarchs, a gain of 22 by Sean Wells.
And he was just like a tackle or two away from breaking that one all the way.
Huge hole set up by the offensive line and allowed Wells to pop free. 1st and 10 as Bernard. Looks like a little bit of confusion. You got to hurry up and get this play off. Looks like they got everything straightened out. Bernard back, has pressure, steps up, looking for something, got a little bit of room, and he'll just go out of bounds.
Right about the 41-yard line.
He will just go out now. I think that, he thought about, the last time he was in a situation and he threw the football and how that worked out.
And he was going to his left the same way again.
So, actually, he'll end up losing a yard on that play.
That's what they got on the roster.
Actually, no gain officially. So, second down and 10. He was able to get out of the pressure and, officially got back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, we're going to take
second down and 10.
Stephen Bourne.
And it's going to be an empty backfield for Bernard, as Wells is going to line up in a slot.
All right, now.
Four-man front for the Lone Stars. They show some blitz. They'll drop back. Bernard in pressure, steps up, throws. The ball is going to be caught by Scranton, and Scranton has a first down and a little bit more. Jamel Scranton with the reception. And a first down to the 45-yard line of the Lone Stars. Number 44 there on the tackle.
That offensive line held up in that pocket just long enough for him to be able to find his receiver, Scranton.
Scranton turned it around and made something happen after the catch. Bernard back, steps up, throws, has Scranton, and he dropped it.
Number 84 had it in his hand, but just could not hold on.
Looked like he had a little bit more, but he forgot to pull in the football.
I like the high percentage passes, though, Brandon.
For defense, that was the matchup.
Gotta like the fact that they're just working the ball, intermediate routes, and that's what you're looking for.
Here in the third quarter, but as soon as I find out, I will let.
Second down and 10. Scranton is in a slot to the near side. Purvis is lined up a slot to the far. And it's going to be a quarterback draw, and Bernard is not going to get much of anything. They smelled that play out quickly. Number 54, Richard with the stop.
He was able to avoid that first tackle, but uh-oh.
And a late flag, and that's going to be on number 44. That's not sportsmanlike conduct, and that's going to work in favor of the Monarchs.
Get a strike every time.
A bit of a tussle, a bit of jawing after the play. And one of the officials had to take number 44 off of him before things got real heated.
An exchange there. Sorry about that, fella. They got together there and said, yeah, well,
gathering, seeing what the call is going to be. Perhaps it might be just offsetting. It's kind of a warning to both sides.
That brings up an interesting thing. I was in the locker room there at halftime, and referee was up there beside me, and I said, y'all called a good game. He says, well, he said, we still got a half. He said, this thing could go south in a hurry. You know that. I said,
oh, certainly.
Yeah. I said, yeah, we've seen that.
Personal foul.
That ball, personal foul, and that is going to be against the Monarchs.
Offense. On the offense, 15
So that's going to take them back 15 yards. Don't know what one of the Monarch players said or done,
I think it might have been the quarterback, possibly let too much vocal come out of his mouth.
The defense of the Lonestars.
And that pushes them back to their own 36-yard line. And they've got to get the ball to the 35-yard line.
And you had that beautiful run a while ago. To be able to get them up here at about midfield, and you had a nice pass reception for about a 10 or 12-yard game, whatever it was.
Let's see if they can come up with some big
all
stops.
it takes is one penalty like that.
Well, it looks like the end of the third quarter. As it's going to need, the Monarchs are going to need 29 yards.
And I see the punter coming on for.
Fourth down coming up. It's just a question as to whether or not the third quarter is ended officially, as they are gathering together. And it looks like we still have a little bit of time left in the third. So it's going to be fourth down at 29. Schweitzer will handle the punt.
You got Mr. Reed.
Back deep.
In the
Adrian Reed.
That's Mr. Davis.
For the Lone Stars. Also number 28, Willie Davis.
Tim Schweitzer.
Schweitzer looking to unleash that cannon of a leg. Race it, gets a low snap, lost it, and he's not going to get much of anything, and they're going to be swarmed, and the ball was stripped, and that is a touchdown. Schweitzer was stripped of the football, and number 13, Quincy Lynch with the score. And you talk about a huge momentum shift.
Number 13 right there.
That illegal procedure against the Monarchs on that 4th down where the Monarchs took advantage of a botched punt, comes back to haunt them.
Defense, Borkins, you say Borkins.
As Quincy Lynch swipes up the football, and he goes in untouched for a touchdown.
Strip the ball and take the lead.
24-yard score. And they are screaming and yelling, saying that the ball was down. Schweitzer and the rest of that bench is very, very vocal, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a 14-9 score. And they will go for 2 to try to make this a 7-point game.
You know, that ball was low, rolling back to him, but he never had a chance to be able to get it up to try to get a punt off.
They swarmed, and they did a good job. And you gotta say, number 13, Quincy Lynch. He did what you expect, you want to do. He popped the ball loose, and he was able to just walk into the end zone.
Coming in from Pearland, Texas, trying to come
So Desmond Mars and the Lone Stars will try to make this a 7-point lead, flag down a delay of game.
Usually it's delay of game.
And if that's the case, this is going to be perhaps their 4th delay of game of the evening. Actually, they're looking in the direction of the Monarchs bench. Let's see what that's going to be. Let's see what the call is going to be on that.
Here's the call.
A dead ball foul.
It's going to be on an offense.
And it's going to be against the Lone Stars. Let's see what that issue is going to be. Might be something where it might be tacked on the kickoff. But nonetheless, it's 14-9. A new score now after that quick 6. And the thing is that the Monarchs defense is not allowed a touchdown tonight.
That's exactly right. It's all happened on, well, it was the interception, and then you had the special teams.
Yeah. The Monarchs defense has done its job. Morris gets Davis in motion, and they'll go with the reverse to Davis, and Davis is swarmed and not going to get much of anything as he is stopped. Good play by the Monarchs.
Yeah, they stayed at home and didn't get tricked on the play.
It's number 21 for the Monarchs, but nonetheless, the score changes on that touchdown. Still in the 3rd quarter, it is 14-9 now. Lone Stars over the Monarchs. Kook Sports Network. So right back. A second unsportsmanlike conduct against the Monarchs following the touchdown is going to give the Lone Stars the opportunity to kick the ball at midfield. So number 45, Ryan Clem's going to have a chance to perhaps drop this ball pretty deep.
You know, with the offense of the Monarchs spitting and sputtering and only having just, every so often they'll have some good plays. They need to be able to cut down on those mistakes, Brandon.
It's a high kick that's going to be fielded by Billingsley, and Billingsley tries to turn the corner to the 15, cuts back, down to around the 10, got inside the end zone, still going, tries to find something, and he's not going to get anything. Going to be stopped around the 13-yard line, tried to cut it back, but a good job by the Monarchs. Good job, by the Lone Stars to really contain that kick.
Yeah, in a game like this, it's really both defenses are dominating the game. And in a game like this, when you don't have a lot of high-scoring opportunities, the penalties is what's really, really going to make a big difference in the outcome of this ball game. And so far, you had 2 huge penalties, like we mentioned on the Monarchs here. And then plus also you had the bad exchange on the snap, though. But that's what's really where the scoring's coming in this ball game, Brandon.
Monarchs will try to get some offense. Penalties hurt them on the last drive when they had something going.
I'll come back
First and 10, flag down.
Right here. Sean Wells.
Let's see what that's going to be. Going to be a false start. No, actually, it's going to be encroachment against the Lone Stars. So that's going to be 5 yards for the Lone Star, for the Monarchs. So it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up for Galveston County.
Yeah, when you look at it, the 2 points, there was a mistakes given up on the when you had the interception. Then you had the bad exchange there on the punt. I mean, there's really has not been any offense except for when they started off on the 10-yard line, the Monarchs did. That's really the only offensive score in this ballgame, isn't it, Brandon, I think?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So it's just a case of the offense just really not being able to click.
Bernard and his Galveston County
Bernard in shotgun, Sean Wells in the backfield with him. And it's going to be a play action. And Bernard steps up, tries to find something. He's going to fling the ball downfield, looking incomplete. Was looking for a Harper, but number 3, Lionel Harris, there to make the play and keep Harper from reeling it in.
Boy, and he launched that ball.
He did. We've seen his arm strength tonight. You've definitely seen him show off his arm. But right now, it's just really isn't any avail at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they've hauled in any long ball tonight.
No, they have not. I think the longest completion of the night for them was probably the reception by Scranton.
All right, here we go back to football action.
And we are through 3 quarters here in Hitchcock.
Of the play again.
As we're getting ready to start the 4th quarter. It is. Get the 4s up for Galveston County because the offense really is going to need a spark to get back in this game. 3 quarters in the book, and it is the Texas Lonestars leading the Galveston County Monarchs by a count of 14-9. Cool Sports Net will be right back. Lockwood here in Hitchcock. It is 14-9 as the Monarchs are trailing the Lonestars as we open the 4th quarter.
Back to football action. Here we go.
2nd down and 5 for the Monarchs at their own 25-yard line. Bernard's under center with Sorrell and Wells in the backfield, and it's going to be Wells, and Wells is going to break a tackle, gets about a couple of yards, so he will be short of a first down. Number 40 there on the stop, and it's going to be Dominic Sales. So a big 3rd down coming up. Monarchs really struggled to move the football here all night. A first down would really perk up the offense here in the opening moments of the 4th quarter.
Here we go now.
Yeah, they're going to go
up under center.
And it's going to be Bernard back, looking pressure, and ball is going to be caught, and it's going to be, did he get enough for the first down? Looks like he did. Looks like he got enough for the first down. Reed makes the stop, but it's Vincent Purvis with the reception.
3rd down.
So it's a first down coming up for the Monarchs. Bernard facing pressure, found Purvis. He had just enough for the first down.
Oh, they say that's a first down. My bad.
For Adrian Reed made the tackle.
Still think they need to stick to that run a little bit more heavier, Brandon.
Still plenty of time. You're only down 5 points. So they'll go back to the shotgun with Wells in the backfield with Bernard.
Football. First down now.
And pressure coming. Bernard back, trying to find some pressure. Steps up, throw. Ball's going to be caught by Wells, and Wells is going to be dragged down and around the 31-yard line.
Pick up a few yards.
Reed there on the tackle, along with number 52.
Mr. Jenkins.
And there's going to be Jenkins there on the stop.
Found his outlet. He was under duress there, getting ready to be sacked. Fortunately, found his receiver.
They want to get something out of it.
14-9.
Got 3 yards out of the play. So second and 7 coming up.
7 yards to go.
4 wide set. Robinson is in a slot onto the near side. And it's going to be Bernard back, steps up, throw. Ball's going to be caught by Scranton, who'll spin, breaks the tackle, and he's going to be stopped at around the 35-yard line. So he'll gain about 3 on that play. So a 3rd down and 5 coming up. Fairly manageable situation. Will allow the offense to be a little more flexible. 3rd down and 5 coming up, but it looks like they're going to go at an empty backfield here. As we are starting to see traces of rain come down. Bernard back, has pressure, has room, has a first down, turns the corner, still going to the 45, midfield, finally out of bounds before he is pushed by Stephen Barnes, and Derek Bernard showing that athleticism there as he will get the ball in Lone Star territory. Gain of 16 on that run.
If it picks up a little bit more, we're going to have to move up inside.
As we're starting to see, we're hoping that the rain would hold out.
Fourth quarter, got some updates on the scores.
Started the fourth quarter here as the Monarchs moving the ball. First and 10 at the 49-yard line, and we got a stoppage play coming up.
The Spartans.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a timeout by the Lone Stars, and we'll go ahead and take it with them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Terrell Harper with a 41-yard touchdown catch. We missed it, had to get upstairs as the rain started coming down. But a 41-yard touchdown catch by Terrell Harper has given the Monarchs the lead again here in the fourth quarter. So now at 15-14, the Monarchs will try to go for two and make this a three-point game. And for Harper, a huge bit of redemption after he had dropped the touchdown pass earlier in the contest. Right now, Bernard moving pieces around in the backfield. And it's going to be Bernard. Fakes the option.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown. Excuse me, two-point conversion. Sorry about that, but it's going to be a 17-14 game. And now, temper's starting to flare up a little bit. So they will try to cool this scrum off. As right now, big number 99 for the Lone Stars, Alan Norwood, running a bit hot, but they'll go ahead and push him back. We'll go ahead and take a break. New score now. It's the Monarchs 17, the Lone Stars 14. Coug Sports back will be right back. 41-yard touchdown catch by Terrell Harper and the ensuing two-point conversion by Bernard. It's now a 17-14 game for the Monarchs as Schweitzer is going to kick the ball off. It is going to be high in the direction of number 2, Dwayne Scott. And Scott tries to turn the corner, gets to the 20, 25, hurdle the defender and gets to around the 31-yard line, flag down. Probably looks like it's going to be a block that's going to go against the Lone Stars.
Well, we hate it that we missed that touchdown pass. Folks who's watching this ball game and the highlights, but the rain started coming down. We were out in the stands. We went ahead and took a chance on that timeout, tried to get set up here. Good thing about it is the Monarchs did do the score.
You know, it was a nice drive set up by a big run by Derek Bernard, 16-yard run that helped set up business. And on the previous play, good run by Vincent Purvis, a gain of 9 on his first carry up the night, set up the touchdown pass.
Up here in the press box, Hitchcock, Texas Bulldog Stadium.
The Bulldogs coming off of a good year as they return to the playoffs, finished 8-2 on the season and got back into the playoffs after missing in 2013. And that is going to be a block. The back is going to push that ball back to the 14-yard line.
The heck of a penalty there.
So right now, Desmond Mars in the offense got some real estate to work on, 89 yards away from the end zone. And I've got another stop to player trying to see what that issue is going to be. You know, still scoreboard issues. Can't give you an exact time on how much time is left in the fourth quarter. But again, the score 17-14. Monarchs leading the Lone Stars here in this opener of the 2015 regular season. And Mars is going to work in an empty backfield now. 5 wides. You've got trips over to the near side. Mars back. Lefty looking to try to evade the rush. Still scrambling. Still scrambling. He's just going to throw that ball away. He had serious heat put on him. Brian Lewis very nearly got the safety on him, along with number 24, Terrence Blaine. And again, for much of the second half, they've really been able to contain the running game of number 11, Desmond Mars. Mars did get a nice run on a third down to keep the drive alive, but for the most part, he has really struggled to try to get around the corner against this Monarchs defense.
Yeah, that first quarter, he pretty well had his way, but Coach William Sow, the defensive coordinator for the Monarchs, made some changes, and you're right, they pretty well contained him most of the times that he's tried it since then.
Second down and 10 coming up. Mars directing traffic, and right now you've got Stephen Owens in at one of the wide receiver spots. So they're going to put 4 wide receivers over to the far side. And it's going to be a handoff to number 10 when it's going to be number 10, Tony White, with the carry. Get the ball to around. We'll see where they spot it at. Looks like they'll spot it at the 21-yard line. And if that's the case, it is going to be a 3rd and short situation. Only a 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Lone Stars as they are down 17-14 here in the 4th quarter. White in the backfield with Mars. So they're going to go to a 4 wide receiver set. This time they're going to move those trips over to the near side. Mars back. And it's going to be White. Cuts back. Has a first down. He got dragged down. A nice hit there by number 9.
Good hard running, though. He's able to pick up the first down while they can need it.
He got exactly what they needed. So McQueen with the stop. So 1st down and 10 for the Lone Stars as they're able to move the chains on this one. Right now, Norwood, the big guy, 99. Remember, he was a little bit heated moments ago.
Yeah.
I guess the officials are trying to remind him to just settle down. And they'll move the chains. Wait for the chain gang to get straightened out. It's an opener for everybody.
Yep.
Trying to get the chain gang loose. The chain gang correct, and they do have it straightened out. So a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. We'll go ahead and take a break. Kook Sports Net will be right back. After the officials have talked to both sides, we are back to action. A 1st and 10 for the Lone Stars at the 28-yard line, and they flag down. And we've got an illegal procedure call that is going to go against the Lone Stars.
Goodness gracious.
And Stephen Owens is discussing it with the official, and it's going to go against to no avail. He might want to cool off.
Not going to do you any good,
It's
fella.
not. That ball's going to move back 5 yards regardless as to what you may feel. So a 1st down and 15 is going to push the ball back to the 23-yard line. So 1st and 15 coming up for the Lone Stars. We'll see if Owens can get lined up correctly here. And it looks like he will. And Mars looked like he was going to go under center. Now he'll drop back in a shotgun set. 4-man front. Lots of movement. And penalty. And we'll see who that is going to go against.
Well, it definitely was against a bunch of them, whoever it was.
There's a lot of movement on the line. I'll wait and see as to who jumps first.
Here comes the head official now with a big call.
Wait and see who it is as they will huddle up. Yeah, looks like the early indications are going to be that it's against the Lone Stars.
Nope, they're going to call it against the Monarchs.
Okay. Offsides against the Monarchs. So we are right back where we were.
Yep, got that 5 back.
Yep, got it back. So back to a 1st and 10.
Still here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the rain has let up just a little.
Going back to a 1st and 10 situation. Ball back at the 28-yard line. Mars in his shotgun. 4 wide set. White in the backfield with him. Get the snap. Mars back. Pressure. Is going to fling that ball downfield. Looking downfield. That man is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of number 86. And that was incomplete. Baptiste there on the stop. So a 2nd down and 10 coming up. Man, you saw just how easily he just flicked that ball up. But
it did.
Just hung up just a bit too long for the intended receiver, and that allowed Baptiste to close in and break up the pass. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Well, the wind has picked up a little bit now, Brandon, now that the rain is not really a rain, it's just a sprinkle and drizzle, but the wind has picked up. Could affect the throwing of the quarterbacks.
And Mars back, has pressure, steps up, throws incomplete, looking in the direction of number 20, Stephen Barnes. Barnes had separation, but just was not able to get in range for that pass as pressure forced Barnes to throw that ball away. Third down and 10 coming up. Third down and 10 coming up for the Lone Stars at their own 28-yard line. They trail 17-14 here in the fourth quarter of this regular season opener.
You know, the only 2 scores offensively is by the Monarchs. 14 of those 17 points. One of them a 2-point conversion, and then you had the
interception and the fumble return for a score on special teams.
For the Lone Stars, right?
Correct. So the Monarchs defense has played shutout ball. Mars back, has pressure, tries to run around it, has room to the 30, 35. Did he get close to the first down? He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. So it's going to be a 4th and 1 coming up. We'll see if the Lone Stars will roll the dice and try to go for it on what looks like a 4th and 1.
It's still early in the fourth quarter. You're also in your end.
Oh, they're going to say first down.
Ah, well, then that answered that question.
It looked like he was about a half yard short. Well, they're going to say 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 39-yard line. So, again, the legs of Mars bailing them out on 3rd down. And now stoppage of play. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. And it looks like it's going to be the Monarchs, and we'll go ahead and take it with the Monarchs leading 17-14 here in the fourth quarter. Kook Sports Net will be right back. So 4th down and 1 coming up. Oh, 1st and 10, excuse me. They did give him the first, so 1st and 10 coming up for the Lone Stars as it's spotted at the 39-yard line. Mars is shotgun. He's got an empty backfield. Monarchs showing blitz. And they'll drop off. Mars throws. Ball is high, looking in the direction of number 6. Stephen Owens not able to reel that one in.
Boy, and he's a big target too, Stephen Owens.
Owens, 6'4". He was about 210, 220 pounds. Yeah, former quarterback over at Alvin. Played a bit over at Texas Southern. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Mars has White in the backfield with him. Oh, and shotgun. It's going to be to White, and White tries to turn the corner, and White's not going to get anything. And Sorrell's the first man on the scene to bring him down before a host of other Monarchs came to swarm in on the play.
Boy, and did they ever. They shot through the gaps on that offensive line. We're in the backfield before he even had a chance to turn upfield.
Big loss on that play. That's going to be a loss of 4. So a 3rd down and 13 coming up. 3rd down and 14, excuse me, coming up for the Lone Stars.
You know, I heard it mentioned earlier that the defense for the Monarchs have not allowed an offensive touchdown in quite a few quarters, and that is carried through here until this fourth quarter in this game here. So if they can continue this, you know, holding the offense down to no scores, they've got this game, you know, on the victory side.
This is the league's toughest defense to move the ball on. 3rd and 14, high snap.
Pressure's coming.
Mars back, steps up, throws, ball is going to be incomplete, falls short, looking in the direction of number 2, Dwayne Scott. So 4th down coming up.
Boy, and he's fortunate to get that ball off, Brandon.
He has got a quick release, and that release has saved them more than once tonight. Well, 4th down and 14 coming up. It looks like that they'll go. Looks like they'll punt.
So it's 4th down, 14 to go.
Wouldn't expect that they will try to make a run and trying to get a first down, at least not this deep in their own territory. As tough as it is, you know, you've got to think that, you know, looks like they are going to go for it.
19 quarters, they have not given up a touchdown.
So it is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I think if you're the Monarchs, the one focus has got to be containing number 11, Desmond Mars, particularly with his legs.
Boy, if they can stop him, I'm sorry, I was going to say, if they can stop him right here, the Monarchs will have a good opportunity for a good field position.
Good field position and a chance to put this away. And they are coming. Mars back, and he's going to be sacked. Alvin Sorrell with the sack.
Boy, well-timed run blitz right there, guys.
And they dragged him down in a big loss. And the Monarchs are going to have great field position here and an opportunity to put this game away.
Yep. You're up by 3. If you can put 7 more points on the board, it'll make it a 2-possession ball game. And the way that the Monarchs
is playing, Mike,
exactly.
that's a huge task, as that ball is going to be spotted at the 26-yard line. A loss of 8 on the sack by Alvin Sorrell. Now the Monarchs with a chance to put this one away.
I think I saw the referee put his hands up at 6 minutes left to play. I'm not sure if that's what he was indicating.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's indicating. 6 minutes to go.
All right.
Derek Bernard.
I would say run it. I've been saying it all night long.
I'm thinking this might be an opportunity to do so, and that's exactly what they'll do. And it's not going to get much, but it's going to move the clock. And that's the most important thing. Yeah, it's going to be actually gets it back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Now you got also another intangible in this particular spot of the field if they do not lose any field position. You got Schweitzer. That's right. Schweitzer is a very good field goal kicker.
So I'll let that clock continue to run down a bit. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Bernard at quarterback. An opportunity to try to extend a 17-14 lead. Bernard gets the snap, play action. Ball's going to be caught by Robinson, and Robinson breaks a tackle, gets inside the 20 to around the 19-yard line. Well, a quick hitter will gain them some yardage, and it'll move them closer to perhaps field goal range if they can't get the final 3 yards to continue this drive. You're definitely well into field goal range for Schweitzer at this point. But right now, you're looking to try to put this one away with a touchdown.
Yeah, that's exactly what your game plan is right now. You're not playing for the field goal. You're playing for the score.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Wells is in the backfield with Bernard.
Here's Derek Bernard.
4-man front for the Lone Stars. And it'll be a handoff to Wells, and Wells has got a 1st down and more.
There you go.
Get the ball inside the 15, stopped it around the 14-yard line.
90% of the time, that run up in the middle between those tackles has worked out well tonight, Brandon.
Jenkins making the stop on that play, but not before Wells moves the chains, and a 1st down for the Monarchs at the 14-yard line of the Lone Stars. She can get that ball in the hands of Wells again, see if you can salt the clock and perhaps put this one in the end zone. Again, just waiting for that clock to chew a little further. Bernard gets the snap, loses the football, has some pressure, evades the rush, steps up, slings the ball in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked off. And there's a lot of room for number 3, Lionel Harris, still going. And before he is out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. And just when you thought it was an opportunity for the Monarchs to put this one away, Harris with the INT, 2nd interception of the night for Bernard, and new life for the Lone Stars. That play was earmarked for disaster from the outset.
Yep.
He threw that ball looking for someone, and he threw it with about 4 orange jerseys in the vicinity, and it just happened to land into the hands of Lionel Harris.
Yeah, he should have. We mentioned it on the other interception. He just throw it away. But, you know, you're trying to make something happen, but comes back and bites him.
So 1st down and 10 coming up at the 42, though, officially the 42-yard line. So new life for the Lone Stars.
Without knowing what's on the clock there. But they got plenty of time, though, to drive down the field. But here's where that defense of the Monarchs again, though, Brandon. This has been their signature for about 4 complete ball games without giving up an offensive touchdown. They got to continue that trend.
1st and 10 coming up for Mars. 4 wide receivers set, 3 over to the far side. Mars back, throws underneath. Ball is going to be caught, and that's not going to get much of nothing as Barnes is going to be swarmed down.
Actually, looks like he might have lost some there, Brandon.
Yeah, he did lose a couple of yards. Reese Allen there on the stop.
Yeah, that was quick. That cornerback came up on that play real quick. He didn't even have a chance to turn around and come upfield.
So a loss of 2. So a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 coming up. Pistol set for the Lone Stars. Again, it'll be a handoff to White. And White's not going to get much of nothing. And he might get back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky. Sorrell.
Defense for the Monarchs is still fresh, Brandon.
He was, yeah, they are definitely fresh. Was Blaine in there on the stop. Also number 43, Byron Wells. So 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 13.
Next 2 plays will decide this ball game, I'm afraid, Brandon.
No question about it. Try to get a stop right here. Your Galveston County, and the clock is going to stop, and we are going to get a timeout. No, actually 2-minute warning, so we'll go ahead and take the break. 2 minutes left, and it is the Monarchs leading by 17-14 over the Lone Stars, but sit back for the finish. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 2 minutes to go. Ball at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Lone Stars. They try to cut and perhaps win this ball game. Mars back, has pressure, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught by Owens, and Owens is going to be stopped at around the 48-yard line. So it's an 8-yard pickup. It's going to lead them 5 yards short of the 1st down. Clock running, though. They've got to go no huddle.
You saw what the Monarchs are doing. They didn't want to let him get outside. They kept containment, made him have to throw that ball.
You saw Jornay just stop, just waiting for him to try to turn the corner. 4th down and 5. Here's your ball game right here. Mars back with pressure, steps up, has room. As he try to run? No, he'll throw, and the ball is going to be caught. 1st down, and the reception is made by the Wayne Scott. So the clock's still running, as there's still hope for the Lone Stars, as the reception by Scott keeps that drive alive on 4th down.
Inside of Monarchs territory now, down to the 40-yard line.
And we know that Mars has the gun to go downfield. High snap, Mars back, has pressure, evades 1 man, steps up, still going, and he's going to be dragged down finally, as Wells will make the tackle.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. Now the clock is running. Not sure what kind of time we've got, but it's got to be down in about the minute time.
And stop the play. It'll look like they're going to call a timeout. Timeout by the Monarchs. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 40 seconds remaining in this contest, opening night of the regular season, and it has been an entertaining one.
Game is not decided yet. That's
not
for sure.
Yet.
3-point lead that Monarchs are holding on to. They have not allowed an offensive score in this ball game yet.
19 straight quarters without a score in the regular season for the Monarchs. And Mars in shotgun, has pressure, evades 1 man, has room. He needs to get out of bounds, and he does. And he will get out of bounds, they'll say, at the 33-yard line, so he'll pick up 7 while also stopping the clock again. Pressure by the Monarchs, but they were not able to reel him in.
Probably somewhere around the 31, 32-second left on the clock. Ball is at the 33-yard line.
So if they can't get anything here, it might be a point to where they might just have to try to heave that thing in the end zone. 33-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball at. And they will have number 20 Barnes in the backfield with Mars. Mars back, ball at the football, steps up, throws, sails that ball, wow, way past the hands of Owens. So 4th down, and here again, here's the ball game.
Yep. Yeah, if they don't pick up this first down here, then that's Monarchs just take it back and get the ball and just take a knee. But they got to stop this very shifty, mobile quarterback from the Lone Stars.
Desmond Mars has been tricky all night long. They've put pressure on him, but he has also had his share of plays, especially with his legs. 20 seconds left here. 3rd down and 4th down and 3 coming up. They've got to worry about getting a first down before anything else.
I think the Monarchs going to bring the heat myself.
See what they do. 4th down. They'll try to turn a corner. Mars trying to turn a corner. I don't think he did. And a late flag. I think that he didn't make it, but a personal foul looks like that is going to go against the Monarchs.
Late hit.
Looks like that was the case because he took a shot as he went to the sideline.
Looked like Mars was going to the sideline.
See what the call is going to be. No, they're saying a hold. Look at it, Sean Wells. They're saying that it's a hold.
Ah.
Just really a question as to where they spot the football.
The ball game is over. If it's unsportsmanlike, we continue. Here's the call.
Let's see. Holding against the offense.
But now, did he get the first down? So he must have got the first down. They're going to replay 4th down now.
Yep.
Did he get the first down? We're waiting on the ref's call right here.
It looks like he got it.
So that's a spot foul from the point of the hold. That's what they're marking off there. That's going to go back 10 yards.
So it'll be 4th down.
Of the first down.
It'll be 4th and 13.
Now, we probably have about, what, 12, 13, 14 seconds left on the clock when the time went.
Yeah, and certainly at this point, you're probably looking at having to throw this up in the end zone.
Okay, now the only way, if that would have been a first down, the 4th down, he didn't make it, they would have went ahead and given it to the Monarchs.
Exactly.
So there had to have been a first down. But with the hold, which was a huge penalty on the part of the Lone Stars, now they're going to play 4th down and about maybe 11.
4th down and 4th and 11, exactly.
It's going to be 4th down and 11.
You get the ball to the 30-yard line, but it looks like at this point they might just throw this thing up.
30-yard line to continue this play. About 12 seconds left in the ball game.
Mars in shotgun, 4-wide set. They'll go ahead and move Scott in motion, and it's going to be Owens back. Steps up, flings, throws the ball in the end zone. The ball is caught inside the 10. He's going to be stopped at around the 9-yard line. Is it over? That's really the question. A trick play that gets the ball down to the 7-yard line.
But what about the clock?
That's the question. How much time is left?
Now, as soon as you pick up the first down, the clock stops. But was there any time left?
That's really the question. Time out. And we'll go ahead and take it with them. We have got one wild finish here for you in Hitchcock. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Here we go. It's either going to be a win for the Monarchs or a miracle finish for the Lone Stars, who have the ball, 1st and goal. They're going to spot the ball at the 7-yard line. So they've got time enough for just one more play as they lead 17-14. They don't have much of a field goal kicker, so they're going to go for the score. A wild finish, and this one was set up by the interception by number 3, Lionel Harris. It looked like the Monarchs had the opportunity to put this game away. And now they're putting pylons on the field, on the end zone. Make sure. They're going to leave no doubt as to whether or not if they get in the end zone. We'll see. Monarchs have pitched
all right,
shutout
Monarchs,
ball,
that's why I say you got one
quarters.
more.
You're one play, 7 yards away from making it 20. Here we go. Man in motion. And it's going to be Mars steps up, throws the ball in the end zone. He dropped it. Monarchs win. Monarchs win. Dwayne Scott dropped it. Are they saying this is the last play or what? They've got another opportunity. You've got to be.
Is the clock stuck?
Oh.
Is the clock stuck?
Oh, my gosh. I thought this was over. So they get a reprieve of sorts. This has to be the last play. Here we go. Never say never. White in the backfield, and Mars back throws the fade route, and it's going to be incomplete. Is it over now? Is it over? We're still waiting for some kind of confirmation. Not quite. Still a little bit of time.
Oh, my gosh.
I did not know 40 seconds could drag so long.
Oh, this is unreal.
So they're saying it is. 4 seconds left officially. So we think this is going to be the final play of the game. Everybody's up for this one. And it's either going to be someone's going to win, plain and simple. And it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit to force overtime.
I can't believe how that clock just didn't move.
DeAndre Wilson will try to force overtime here. Snap is high. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And we've got free football, everybody. Oh, my gosh. What a wild finish. We're going to overtime. And now there's a kind of debate. You know, I don't know what the issue is going to be. That field goal was good, so we're going to overtime. What a wild sequence here in the last minute and change. As just when it looked like.
Uh-oh, they're looking at the ball. Is it got enough air in it?
I don't know. You got to be kidding me if they are. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not sure. The officials. You got to be kidding me. That official's holding on to the football. Is it overtime, or are they investigating the football, or what? Looks like they're not. Looks like we're going to set up for overtime. We'll go ahead and take a break and get everything settled. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Fans, you are missing a heck of a game here in Hitchcock as we are in overtime. We're playing this one under NFL rules as the kicker, number 45, DeAndre Wilson, set to boot it to the Monarchs. Back deep, Billingsley and Harper. Actually looks like Darren Batiste. And it's going to be a bit of a squib kick. And the Monarchs are going to try to push the ball forward. Don't know if that was the best move that Wilson could try. But then again, considering how dangerous Billingsley is, it's probably in the minds of the Lonestars as they set up that kickoff. Again, we're under NFL rules. So a touchdown by either team will win it.
Well, now if the touchdown, for the Monarchs, if they do it,
if they score here on a touchdown, it's over.
It's right. Now, if either team does not score a touchdown on their possession, and then the next team that gets any kind of a score, be a field goal, a safety, or anything, that game is over.
The Monarchs with an opportunity to try to win this game, and Derek Bernard at quarterback with Sean Wells in the backfield with him. 1st and 10, 4 wide receivers set. They'll spot the ball at the 41-yard line. And it's going to be hand off to Wells, and Wells is going to work his way to around the 44, maybe the 45-yard line. as he plows his way forward. See where they will spot the football. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 44, so a pickup of 3 on that play makes it 2nd down and 7. Just when it looked like the Monarchs had the game put away, an interception gave the Lone Stars an opportunity to put together one wild finish that set up the Wilson field goal to put us in overtime. 2nd and 7, Bernard back, has pressure, whips the ball out, incomplete, looking in the direction of number 3, Purvis. So 3rd and 7 coming up. 3rd down, 7 coming up. Lone Stars trying to see if they can get a stop here, get the ball back in the hands of their dangerous quarterback, Desmond Mars. 3rd down and 7. 4 wide set with Wells in the backfield. Lone Stars with a 4-man front. Ends are in stand-up mode. And it's going to be a hand up to Wells. Wells tries to cut back. Wells grinding. Ball got popped loose, and it's recovered. Wells loses the football, and it's recovered by number 5, Adrian Reed. And the Lone Stars with an opportunity to win this ball game. Wells, you can't fault him. He was grinding, trying to fight for the 1st down, but the ball popped loose before he went down, and it was recovered by Reed. So right now, the Lone Stars are going to have the football.
Yeah, right almost at midfield.
Have it at midfield, and it looks like they're going to try to challenge. No, it looks like they won't challenge. They're just going to say he was not down. So the Lone Stars are going to get the ball at the Monarch 49. And this streak of 20 consecutive quarters without allowing a touchdown is going to face a stiff test on this drive here. And Mars has been a pain at quarterback. It's been contained for most of the 2nd half, but he has made just enough plays to help the Lone Stars get to this point. 1st and 10, a pistol set. Monarch show blitz, and it's going to be the pressure. Oh! Went off the hands of a Monarch.
Boy, and they
Huge hit.
Yeah, they brought the heat on him.
That was a huge hit by number 43, Byron Wells.
He's still walking around back there wondering what hit him.
Wells came in clean. He smashed him. 2nd down and 10. I would guess that they're going to try to bring the house and try to hit him at every opportunity.
Well, I think that's probably a good choice, but you got to be careful now that he doesn't run straight up the middle.
And now you've got Owens at quarterback with Mars lined up as a wide receiver over to the far side. Owens back, steps up. He loses the football, but he recovers it. Loses yardage on that play. That's going to put the ball back to around the 48-yard line of the Lone Stars. So a 3rd and long situation coming up for the Texas Lone Stars. Looked like they were trying to work the play downfield in the direction of Mars, but good coverage and pressure forced Owens out the pocket and led to the fumble that he fortunately recovered for the Lone Stars.
And this defense for the Monarchs, even though we're in the 5th quarter, they're still bringing the heat. They seem like they're still fresh, and that's them trading out their players throughout the game. Very good game plan to be able to have these guys still been able to bring this heat.
You know, we talked about it earlier. The fact that you've got depth allows you to be comfortable and fresh in a situation like this. 3rd down, Mars back. The lefty's looking, has pressure, tries to move around, still has pressure, steps up, throws, and that ball's just going to be incomplete. He just did the right thing and got it out there because he really stood no chance of trying to make something happen.
Did you see how the Monarchs did not allow him to get outside the pocket, Brandon? They just sat there, were very patient, said, okay, you want to try to run at me? I'm going to bring you down, but we're not going to let you get around the end and pick up big yardage.
So a 3 and out by the Monarchs defense. That's going to keep the Monarchs streak without a score intact for at least another possession. So number 45, DeAndre Wilson, is set to punt back deep for the Lonestars. You've got number 5, Darian Batiste, over to the far side. He's lined up at around the 23-yard line. Number 11, Billingsley, he's lined up around the 30.
Remember now, they've had a problem with the center. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the exchanges have really been a problem for them throughout this evening. And again, low snap. Wilson loses it, but he's able to get it off. Ball is going to float and take a bit of a bounce for the Lonestars, and it's going to die down at around the 23-yard line.
Boy, if the Monarchs had any kind of a rush on there, that ball would have been down, but they would have gotten him.
1st and 10 for the Monarchs. So they're going to spot the ball at the 23-yard line. Their second possession. That good field position in the opening possession, but the fumble by Wells gave the Lonestars their first possession, and they went 3 and out. Derek Bernard leading the offense.
Still hard to believe we got to this point with the amount of time on that clock.
Yeah, what a crazy finish.
What a crazy the last 40 seconds.
1st and 10, Bernard back, steps up, has pressure, evades one man, but he can't get past the second. Sack. Number 13, Quincy Lynch, and Lynch scored the touchdown off the strip of Schweitzer on the punt in the third quarter that gave the Lonestars a 14-9 lead at the time. Second down coming up, a loss of 4 on that play, so make it 2nd down and 14. Second possession of overtime for the Monarchs. We are tied 17-17. This was the league's game of the week, and it has lived up to expectations and then some. 2nd down, Bernard back, has pressure. Lynch is going to try to drag him down, but the ball is picked up by Wells, and Wells to the 30. Wells to around the 31, 32-yard line, and he is close to a first down. Wow, what a play. When it looked like Lynch had Bernard for a sack, Wells just took the ball out of his hands and got the ball to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. And he actually got a first down. Oh, man, on a play.
What a play. That right there might be the game changer right there, Brandon.
A heads-up play when it looked like it was going to be 3rd and long, deep in their own territory. Wells, with a heads-up play, just took the ball out of Bernard's hands and got the first down. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. Ball at the 34-yard line. Shotgun, Bernard hands the ball off. Actually, he'll call his own number, tries to turn the corner. Gets to the 35, to the 40, got a block. 45 midfield, and he's down to around the 46, 45-yard line. So Derek Bernard, the athleticism, really a big play on that one.
He's a baseball player for the New York.
Moves the ball to the 46-yard line on a gain of 20. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs at the 46-yard line.
All right, strike the anvil while it's hot, Brandon.
It'll be interesting to see if they'll go for the home run and try to end it on one play. 4 wide set. Bernard back, steps up, throws. Ball's going to be caught by Scranton, and Scranton cuts back to the 45, to the 40, down to around the 37-yard line. And he was one shoestring tackle away of ending this one. And we're going to get a timeout right now, and this Lonestars defense reeling. They'll call a breather. We'll take it with them. 17-17. We're in overtime. Kook Sportsnet will be right back. So the Lonestars are trying to keep the Monarchs from ending this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. Ball is at the 36-yard line. Bernard drops back, looking, pump fake, has time, still scrambling, looking, throw, ball incomplete, sails high over the hands of the intended receiver. And that looked like it was in the direction of Scranton again. He fired it, got out of the pressure, just sent it just out of the outstretched arms of Scranton. So 2nd and 10 coming up. About another 5 or 10 yards, you're definitely well in Schweitzer's range. You're on the outer edge of it right now.
That's why I say you can't forget about that running game in this particular situation now.
Timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Still in overtime, tied at 17. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Monarchs at the 36-yard line up the Lonestars. We're tied at 17. Monarchs driving, trying to end this contest here in overtime at Hitchcock High Stadium. Bernard back. Steps up, pumps, has pressure. He's going to be sacked. Good coverage by the Lone Star secondary, and it's number 75, Andre Woods, with the sack. And that sack is going to take them back to the 43-yard line. Loss of 7 makes it 3rd down and 17.
That was a tough thing that the quarterback Menard did on that by holding on to the ball. You took yourself out of a possible field goal, a long field goal chance.
You definitely have taken yourself out of the range of Schweitzer. 3rd down and 17 coming up. Both defenses coming up huge thus far in overtime. 4 wide set. They've got 3 over to the far side. And it's going to be a handoff. And it looks like it's going to be to Purvis. And Purvis is going to be jacked around to the 40-yard line. Pick up of about 3 as Lynch makes the tackle. So 4th down and 14 coming up.
You still got to go for it here. You can't expect Schweitzer to try to kick excessively long field goal.
No, yeah, well, definitely. I don't think he's got the leg for 57.
Nope.
So they will go here. Need to get the ball to the 26-yard line. 4th down and 14 coming. 4th and 10, 4th and 14. Purvis in the backfield with Bernard. Bunch formation over to the near side, and it's going to be Bernard back. Pump fakes, goes up top. Does he have a man downfield? Incomplete. Looking in the direction of Terrell Harper, but just too much on it. And he didn't fool the safety on that one either. So the safety was able to drop back in and provide some coverage. Tried to go for it all on one play. Wasn't able to do it. So change of possession goes back to the Lone Stars here, Mike.
Yeah, I tell you what, I thought that drive was so promising. You had, who was it, Wells, that had the presence of mind of taking it away from Menard up here to be able to come and have a 1st down. Then Menard then has a 20-yard gain. And then they went to the pass. I still think that they're bread and butter. They should have stuck with that run, but as it was,
thinking at that point to where once you got the ball
up to
inside the 40, you'll run a few plays up the gut with Wells and perhaps get in range for Schweitzer.
And then what was really the killer was when he hung onto that ball and got sacked.
Huge sack there by number 75, Andre Woods. So now it's up in the hands of the Lone Stars as number 11, Desmond Mars, in shotgun. An opportunity to try to win the game for the Lone Stars. And it's going to be a rollout. Mars throws, ball is going to be caught, and he's going to be short on a 1st down. Reception made. Looks like number 85 with the reception. And that's going to be Raymond Bell, his first catch of the night. Actually, number 25 with the reception. Patrick Bird, the 2nd. So a gain up 9 as we're trying to get the chain gang worked out. And chain gang really doesn't have any idea where they're going. High snap. And Mars is just going to get swallowed whole and loses his helmet in the process. Another sack by the Monarchs. And the 2nd time tonight, Alvin Sorrell gets his hands on Desmond Mars.
And the Lone Stars are still having problem with that
with the
center.
Snap. Yeah, and the center exchange has really hurt them. And if it wasn't for the center exchange, we probably would be home because it was a safety that really has been the difference in this ball game.
That's exactly right.
Second and long coming up for Mars, and Mars rolls out, looks for a receiver, cuts the defender, and he loses balance. He had room, he juked the defender, and was not able to keep his feet up when we've got a man down on the field. He's slow to get up, finally working himself up. That's number 56, one of the offensive linemen.
Does that bring up what, third down or fourth down?
Should bring up a third down situation. Because right now, you really don't know what the chain gang is doing. I don't know as to whether or not they're fully aware of what's going on.
They've got fourth down over there, Brandon.
It is, so it is a fourth down.
Okay.
So
and looks like you got a punter.
Yep, Wilson's out there to punt. You've got Billingsley, and it looks like it's going to be Batiste back there with him. They're both lined up at around the 35-yard line. And Wilson will punt it, and it's a wobbler in the direction of Billingsley. He'll pick it up at around the 31-yard line, tries to cut back and loses balance, and he's going to be dragged down at around the 30-yard line. Tried to make something happen, lost his balance, but good coverage by the Lone Star punt return team, and that's going to put the ball at the 31-yard line. First and 10 at the 31. Still in overtime. First score will win it here at this point.
Somebody wants to win this ball game. Somebody has to want to win this ball game.
So one of these 22 guys on the field is going to do something to win this game. You just don't know who. You just don't know how. We'll wait and see how this one goes. Maybe you'll see a commitment to the ground game on this drive. Maybe mix it up a little bit. Bernard in at quarterback with Wells in the backfield with them. They'll go with their 4-wide set. Bernard back, has pressure, throws. Ball is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Purvis. Good coverage there by number 28, Davis. Dangerous pass there, Mike.
Yeah, it was. In fact, if the defender would have jumped the route, he could have very well got in front of that pass.
Yeah, he was playing the defender more than the ball, and if he had, this game's over. Davis does have a touchdown on an interception return tonight. Second down and 10 coming up. Again, they'll go in a shotgun set. Bernard will hand it off to Wells. Actually, it'll be Bernard calling his own number, and he's going to get stopped. Not much on that one. Maybe a yard, perhaps two. But again, Roderick Jenkins, a name that we have called most of the night, they're on the stop. So he'll gain 2, making it a third down and 8. Third and 8 situation coming up. We'll see what Derek Bernard and the Monarchs do here. Again, they'll go shotgun. Wells in the backfield with him. Bernard back, has pressure, evades one man, cuts back, still trying to run. Gets to the 40, gets the first down and a little bit more. How Derek Bernard got out of that one, I'll never know, but he did.
He played his Houdini act on that one, that's for sure. Okay, the previous drive started out pretty much on the same type of a note where it was kind of a busted play. We're able to turn it into a first down. Now let's see if they can gain some momentum and be able to drive this bad boy home.
First and 10, they'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. We'll see how this one ends. You don't know, because at the end of the quarter, this one ends at a tie. Both teams will be 0-0-1 after the first week of the season. Bernard and shotgun set, 4 wides. Bernard's got 2 TD passes on the night. And he'll drop back, goes underneath, ball is going to be caught. And looks like that is going to be Scranton tried to pop it out, so it'll gain a couple of yards, so make it 2nd down and 8. 2:45 left, so we're approaching a 2-minute warning here. Shotgun set. Bernard back, steps underneath. Ball is going to be caught by Wells, and Wells is going to be stopped at around the 47, maybe the 46-yard line. Still short the first down by a couple of yards as the clock continues to run as we approach 2 minutes here in overtime. They'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line. That's going to put them a few yards short. Make it 3 yards short of the first down.
What down is it? Is
it's
this
3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd down and 3 coming up for the Monarchs. And stoppage, and we've got the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left, and we'll see how this one ends. This one definitely an entertaining night at Hitchcock. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 2 minutes left here at Hitchcock High School, and it has been a game that has lived up to the hype. 2 of the top teams in the league going at it, and we are tied at 17 in overtime. A 3rd and 3 coming up for the Monarchs. Bernard will hand the ball off to Wells, and Wells is going to be stopped near the first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
No, Piff Show, he's short.
It's going to be about a yard. Joe will be 2 yards short. Actually, about a yard and a half. So 4th down coming up.
You definitely don't punt.
No, you definitely not. Yeah, this is definitely 4 down territory. Bernard shotgun, flags down, and we'll see what the false start, and that's really going to hurt. Instead of a 4th and short, you've got 4th and 6, maybe a 4th and 7. That's a rally killer if there is one. So that is going to push the Monarchs back. I'll let the clock run down, continue to run down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 49-yard line now. 4th down. Got to get the ball to the 43, so 4th and 6 coming up, and a timeout by the Monarchs. We'll go ahead and take it with them. We're inside 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Monarchs, Lonestars tied at 17. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4th down and 6 for the Monarchs. Bernard back, has pressure, throws the ball, and it is caught by Purvis at a 1st down. Derek Bernard, just when it looked like the drive was over, failed Purvis.
It's almost like that ball had eyes and found him, Brandon.
Philip Purvis with the reception, and it keeps the drive alive.
I just knew that he was down.
Derek Bernard has defined gravity. Bernard back, steps, ball is going to be caught by Scranton, and Scranton cuts back inside the 30, goes near the 25, stuck to the 26-yard line. Actually, it's Robinson with the catch. It should be close to a 1st down here.
Now, you are in field goal position. Just don't take a sack.
2nd down and 1. Actually, they're going to call stop at your play. And it looks like a timeout. It's going to be a timeout by the Lonestars. We'll take it with them. Still tied here at 17 as we close to the end of overtime. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line. 50 seconds left here in regulation. As now Bernard under center, offset eye with Wells deep in the backfield. And Bernard will go play action, steps up, zips the ball, end zone, ball incomplete, wanted Scranton. Wanted to end it right there, but it sails out of the hands of Scranton. Good coverage there by the Lonestars. As the play action fake very nearly fooled the Lonestars there. Good coverage by Davis, 28.
Brings up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Again, we're under a minute here in overtime. And if no one scores here, it will be a tie. And both teams will end week 1 with a 0-0-1 mark.
Well, I'm going to say the Monarchs are going to score, Brandon.
I think they can.
Man, bring it down to this far, you got to be able to punch it in.
3rd and 1. If you don't get it here, you're within range of Schweitzer. 3rd and 1. Bernard again under center. Wells in the backfield with them. They'll go to 4 wide receiver set.
Down 1 yard to go right here for Bernard. And
Bernard under center. He'll go with the play fake. He'll roll out, throw. Ball is going to be caught by Robinson. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Did he get in? No, at the 1, at the 2.
2-yard line, they say.
Brandon Robinson with the catch. Robinson, and he very nearly got in. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line.
He almost threw that ball underhanded, didn't he, Brandon?
He did.
How much time is left on the clock?
1st and goal. Bernard under center. Wells in the backfield with them. Will this play end it? It'll be Bernard pushing his way in. Stop the yard short. Tackle made by number 44. And that's going to be Pancham with the stop. Clock continuing to run. Bernard under center. Calls his number.
There you go.
And the Monarchs with the thriller in overtime. Derek Bernard with the 1-yard run in the final seconds of overtime. And the Monarchs win it 23-17. Oh, Mike. What a finish.
What a finish. I mean, the finish in the regulation was incredible, but for these Monarchs who really couldn't move the ball down the field, majority of the ball game, were able to dig down deep and on plays that were just highly unlikely. The way that they escaped out of, a possible sack and being able to throw it downfield to Purvis, and then a while ago on this other pass here, I mean, I'm going to have to watch this thing for the highlights to understand how this thing unveiled.
What a finish here. And you said, at the closing seconds of regulation that forced this overtime, and it was back and forth before the Monarchs put together a game-winning drive, capped off by the 1-yard run by Derek Bernard to win it 23-17. This was the game of the week that everyone had pegged for the opener up the regular season. And, Mike, it lived up to expectations and then some.
And if the rest of the games are like this for the rest of the season, you and I are going to be wore out as well as the players.
Exactly. Got to tell you what, Galveston County fans, hey, they're not playing football anymore on TV on Saturdays. I tell you, you got to follow this Monarchs team, catch the home action, and come out and support this team. They're exciting, and as you saw tonight, this is a team that once they get everything put together, they're definitely going to be reckoned with.
All right, let's wrap her up.
Let's go ahead and put a bow on what was a tremendous finish as the Galveston County Monarchs, the only way you can put it is that they outlasted the Texas Lonestars by a count of 23-17 in overtime.
That's it.
So for Mike Lockwood, this is Brandon Williams. Thank you, Everett Olivet, for giving us the opportunity to cover this team. We'll see you next time. Coug Sports Now will say good night.
Good night.